honey. I'm back live again.
Oh.
Because I seen so many questions and I know they want me to answer them. I'm gonna try to answer them to the best of my ability. I know that looked crazy. Yeah, not you, honey. What's going on, everybody? Come on back. Come on back. Let's answer these questions, then we're gonna go. What's going on with my computer? I hope this thing ain't updating. Come on back, y'all. Let's answer these questions before I go. I can't leave like this. My Renaissance grandma, I am Janet Alexis. I left my glasses. They fell off me somewhere.
Oh, I mean, I can give you some for now, and I look
Yeah. I got my white glasses on, y'all. Ooh, I look fancy.
I was say nobody would have knew if you hadn't even said that.
I want them to know. Just in case they don't know. It's 2025. What's going on, everybody? We got some answers. I mean, y'all got some questions. I want to know exactly how much y'all saw. My computer tripping. If you have any questions about anything you said, and I missed your question, if you have any questions about everything I showed you in the garden, or even with the brake job, hit me right now. I give us 15 minutes worth. 15 minutes, and then we'll get out of here. Straight questions, quick answer. Stop laughing. I'm trying my hardest. I'm trying to do the right thing, like Spike Lee. Come on, y'all. Because I really wanted them to see them blueberries. I was going to take them to go see the pomegranates and take them to see the pawpaw tree. I'm doing good, Tommy. How you doing? I was going to show you the pawpaw tree. I was going to show you the pomegranates. I was going to show you several different kinds of pomegranates, and I'm still thinking I should have got that Sukihana pomegranate, whatever it was. But is it time to plant a pear tree? Absolutely, yes, right now. No matter where you live at right now in America, yes, it's the time. Right now is the time. If you live anywhere in the United States, I don't care what your weather is doing right now, this is the time to plant. If you can break that ground and move the soil, plant a pear tree, absolutely. If you find that Orient pear tree, my computer tripping, can you do me a favor and oh, it's outside. I'm really screwing up bad. Y'all come on in. Come on in here. Come on, get on in there. Not you, puppy. I'm scaring everybody. Because I want to answer this, because I know, let me see. Kenyatta says, thanks for showing difference in pomegranate trees. Explain why I got no fruit. No problem. No problem. Because that's frustrating. Ladybug says, just received Ison's delivery, 2 Orient pears and Rainier cherry trees. I actually got a cherry on my Rainier cherry tree. I can't make this up. I got a cherry on it from Ison's nursery. It spit out one little cherry. Yeah, at least you know it's productive. That's all I need to know. It was bare root and it still spit out a cherry. Okay, hold on. You will never find. I wanted to answer these questions, then I'm going to get out of here. I'm Janet Alexis said, I got a Stella. One of my favorites. What's going on with my computer? Okay, hey Precious, thanks for coming back. No questions, we're gonna just hit it hard with questions. And if not, if nobody got questions, I'll delete this whole video so it ain't gotta take up space. Okay. How long would you say it takes to grow peach trees? You mean how long do you think you'll get fruit? If you get it at the sizes I showed you today, you might get fruit immediately. It might have fruit on it when you purchase it. Be honest with you. Say my crabapple tree had leaves before the last frost. Please help. Your crabapple tree is going to be just fine. All those leaves are going to grow back. Don't panic about a crabapple tree. They are so hardy and resilient. What is going on, man? Oh, tripping. I got it.
Let's see if I can get Instagram
Oh.
here working.
Okay, hold on. Dang on it. Ta. I'm in Northeast Ohio. I just got my first bare root pecan tree. Okay. I'm waiting on 2 pecans, elderberry set, and apricot from Ices. All right. Should I start in a pot? Chef Shantae, what did you purchase? And why do you want to start in a pot? Because I don't want to get people confused by seeing me plant things in 5-gallon buckets. I have a reason for doing that. Yeah, my old video still saying it's live. That's sad. Okay, I have 4 blueberries, 1 regular berry. Okay, cold-hearted pecan tree. Is it okay to leave trees with no tap roots in a container from the nursery if you're going to put them in the ground in 2 or 3 months? They'll be fine. They'll be fine. Jay says, took your advice and went and bought 2 apple trees from the tree place in the Brooks. Okay. I'm in Illinois and it's cold. I have only planted some seeds. You can still plant in the cold. That is not going to hurt trees, especially now that it's May. In Illinois, I'm from Ohio, so I know what the weather is going to be like. You should be planting in the ground right now if you're talking about fruit trees. Missy Hawk said, thank you so much for telling me not to scalp that cherry tree. I told you. No problem. Just if you got any questions, sister, tell me. Listen, I know I don't talk about gardening the way I used to, but that's my junk. Okay? Ain't nothing changed about me in the garden. That's my junk still. That's my jam. Okay, Precious Gardener says, can you start blueberry in large pot in North Carolina? Absolutely. Matter of fact, blueberries love containers. Blueberries, you never have to take blueberries out of a container. Ever, never, ever. As a matter of fact, when I get out to Freedom Acres, I'm going to show you blueberries. What's going on, man?
What's up?
Oh, snap.
What's up?
Somebody's smiling. Oh, I got some smiles. Look at that. I would show y'all the love, but it's personal. That's my personal love. Oh, anyway. Wait, I'm about to sing y'all romantic song. A 1 in a million chance of a lifetime. And life shows compassion and seems to me a stroke of love. Are you? A 1 in a million. Come on, baby. A 1 in a million. The rain is stopped and the skies are blue. And oh, what a revelation to see.
I don't know the rest of those words.
Someone is saying I love you to me. A 1 in a million, baby.
All right.
Chance
Oh,
of a lifetime.
water.
I thank you. And Lord,
You about to hit the 30-second mark now?
I'm about to hit.
You
Look, I'm about to hit that tone. Give me some lemon juice.
Got him all right.
And I know. I'm about to start squealing like Mariah. some mini Ripperton. I'm sorry, y'all. My son-in-law just brought my daughter some romance, and I had to look. Come here, baby. Oh, show the romance. Oh,
Pretty flowers
that's
for nothing.
That's some love. See?
I'm just saying it's a random Thursday.
Oh, that's some love right there for my baby.
Just a little love.
See, I had to, that made me feel good as a father, man. I ain't never seen that before. So I had to do something. I panicked. I ain't never seen no man bring my daughter nothing. And sing and choke a little bit. Sing and choke a little bit. I'm sorry, y'all. That's just straight love. I told you. I told you that dude, he's something else, man. He's something else.
Yeah.
Brought tears to my eyeballs.
Hey, y'all see this thing?
And a house is not a home when I climb the stairs
They're not dry yet.
and turn the key.
You're supposed to be answering play questions.
Still in love.
It's a whole different song.
I say, still
Hey,
in
when the you know how in the
love.
middle of the night they got all
With me. Are you gonna be in love with me?
I know.
It's driving me crazy to think that my baby wouldn't be still in love, so in love, still in love with me. Are you gonna be still in love? Now, Michael Bolton, tell me, how am I supposed to live without you?
That's all. You about to sing the whole album.
Ooh, I'm sorry, y'all. That was, I'm sorry. My baby got some flowers, and I seen it. I didn't know how to react. So I'm a father, so I don't get a chance to see this type of stuff go on. The love. I hear about the love, but I never sees it. So excuse me. That was live love right there. That was love live. That was love live. Right? I'm sorry. And the house is not a home.
Dad, hey, listen. They about to quit asking questions and ask for the mix CD.
I'll say still in love with me. Hey, baby.
I tried. Get your serenade in.
Are you gonna be in love with me? Huh?
What you doing? Play class.
It's driving me crazy to think that my baby wouldn't be in love, so in love.
Where's the button for the next song?
Oh, the button to the don't.
No.
All right. Take your time. We can do it.
Dad.
If you wanna do it, take your time. Do it. You gotta let the needle on the record. I'm sorry. Don't stop trying to skip. You can't do that. This ain't no CD. This is the record player. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. You took your glasses back. She a giver taker. So, yeah, you goddamn giver taker.
That's awful. It's very politically correct.
Right. It's politically correct, and that's what I call people. You don't say the other thing, that racist stuff no more. You goddamn giver taker. That's what that is. Are you gonna be in love with me? I'm sorry, y'all. I said 15 minutes, but I took about 10 of that from y'all, and Lady Leia was laughing, said, you ain't gonna be in there no 15 minutes. Come on, y'all, come on. We talk about that garden. We talk about the garden. Questions, real quick, anybody? No? Yes? Give me 30 minutes. Give me 30 minutes garden. I'm sorry, I witnessed some love. I'm sorry. Okay? I am so ashamed of myself.
No, you're not.
I ain't.
You proud.
Anybody any questions? All right. Let me see. Oh, wow.
You can see out of them.
My glasses is you went upstairs, my other glasses is I can't wear these Urkels. Oh! I think I'm gonna do without them. But thank you, honey. Let's get back to the question again. I'm sorry, y'all. When does the album drop? What is it, 2025?
Yo.
Do you use arborist wood chips? Absolutely not. I don't do that no more. I use leaves from my own garden, and I got a whole story to tell you about wood chips that you get from the arborist. That is very dangerous. That's a very dangerous thing to do. All right. Here's the next question. Where is the best place to plant grapes? Should they be sheltered? No, they should be in full sunlight. Also, blackberries, should they stay in a pot or should I put them in the ground? You can leave blackberries in a pot, and they do much better in the ground. They do really good in a pot though, but putting them in the ground is a really good idea. Don't you know that I've got your love? You need to look no further, don't you know that? Don't you know that? Hey, girl. Oh, she left. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. Don't you know that? How do I start lettuce? You get some dirt, you put it in a pot, you sprinkle the seeds, you water it, and you wait for lettuce to come up. It is literally that simple. Don't you know that? What kind of bananas do I have? I have the blue Java ice cream banana. I have the Rajapuri. I have the Grand Name. I have I have several different, I have 2 different kinds of plantains. So it's a lot. I don't even remember anymore, to be honest with you. If you really want a high producing banana tree, get the Grand Name and the Rajapuri. Trust me, you will get bananas all the time, whether you want them or not. Off the Grand Name banana, that's the Chiquita banana, and the Rajapuri banana. It has a big red stalk. It always has a really red, deep red stalk, and then it comes out into green, but it's highly productive. John says, wrong on wood chips. What do you mean wrong on wood chips, John? John says, bro, no offense, but you 100% wrong about good chips in my garden is the greatest. Sadly, most will never know. John, can I tell you something, my friend? There's nothing wrong with wood chips in your garden. I said there's something wrong with getting wood chips from your arborist. Listen a little better, okay? Listen close to what I said. I'm not 100% wrong on what I said. I said wood chips are great. I said I don't use them. Don't mix up my words, okay? I don't use them anymore because if you get your wood chips from an arborist, that's why my yard looks like a jungle, because everything that you get out of an arborist, that they're around chopping down random trees.
See you later.
All right.
I'll be back.
They're around chopping up random trees with everything growing on them. You got to ask yourself this, John. Why are these arborists chopping down the trees? Where are these trees coming from? And what kind of trees are there? Now, I'm going to give you a little piece of advice just in case you don't know, John, okay? Usually, the arborists go around chopping down trees mostly, not just because they fell down in a storm. No, they usually chop down a bunch of trees because they're riddled with beetles. And they're removing trees that have fallen because they are riddled with beetles and they die, okay? They either die or disease. In my neighborhood, and I always see what they're cutting. Okay. Like I said, most trees, if you just go all around and get trees delivered to your house from a random arborist, you can't tell me that you're just getting, 100% what you see your arborists have cut down in your neighborhood. And I'm going to tell you something else that kind of shows that you don't know what you're talking about. Is because usually before that truck gets there that collects the chips, it already has chips in it from somewhere else. They don't just bring a whole truck just to spit out chips from one tree. That tree already has chips in it from doing another job. So the chips that you end up getting belong to several trees from several different places in your city that you were not standing there watching the arborist cut down all these trees. Bruh, oh man. Oh, you gotta go. I said I'm gonna start being kind to people. So you gotta go, man. I'm not saying, again, like I told you, you guys, I got proof that if you keep getting wood chips delivered to your home from random arborists and the trees didn't come from your land, you don't know where these wood chips came from. I have living proof that that's a bad idea. If you go back in my videos about 7 or 8 years ago, I preached wood chips. I praised wood chips because I had tons of them, literally tons of them delivered to my home. And I spread them all around my land. And after I done that, I unleashed hell on my land. And now I have something growing out here that I'll never be able to control for the rest of my life, because you'll never ever get rid of all of the seeds and the root structure that was dropped off here. Number one of those was poison ivy, poison oak, poison ivy, what's that other one? Poison. Start with an S. All of that was brought into my land. I never had any of that all the years I lived in this house. Okay? Sumac. Thank you for that, Tam Tam. Poison sumac. All of that was brought into my house. And if you want to listen to the John guy, knock yourself out. Listen, I have nothing against wood chips. And I'm talking about if you get wood chips from the trees on your own land and you looking right at the tree, do it. It's 100% beneficial for your land. But if you call arborists to come and drop as much wood chips on your land as you could possibly get, you're doing yourself a disservice, because you don't know if that tree, listen closely, okay? I want you to pay attention to something that you may not understand. If that arborist went somewhere and chopped down, I had the same thing with mulch. Listen to this. If that arborist goes somewhere and chops down and chops up a tree that had those tree beetles in it, to put a whole bunch of those little holes to the bark start falling off, and then the tree eventually cracks over and falls, that's why those trees fall, because they have that pest inside of them. All right? Now, here's the deal. When he runs that tree through that wood chipper, he does not kill all of the beetles. It does not kill all of the beetle larvae. So when you drop those wood chips on your land, those beetles burrow down in your soil on your land at your house or your homestead, and they mature underground, and then they come up as this beetle or moth or whatever and poke a hole and lay more eggs in all the trees on all of your land. And now you got that problem with the beetle problem. And if you don't believe me, there are laws all across the United States telling certain cities and states there are certain trees that you cannot bring somewhere else. I can't bring this wood here at my house to Freedom Acres, and vice versa, because there's a pest here in South Carolina that can't go to Freedom Acres. Do you understand? Legally, if somebody caught me bringing wood from South Carolina to Freedom Acres, I could go to jail or be fined. So, to that young man named John, whatever his name was, you don't spread. Listen, what you said, and everybody that is in the wood chip cult, is nothing wrong with wood chips. But you can't listen. Hey. Listen close. Let me see something. You listening? There's nothing wrong with some good loving either. But you can't do it to everybody. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean. Ain't nothing wrong with a little good loving. But you can't do it to everybody. You can't bring everybody home to your house. Just in case you don't know. So, the same thing with wood chips, right? Hey, long as you know where it came from and it's clean and you watched it, fine. It's not diseased, fine. But man, you just getting any old random willy-nilly wood chip on your yard, you gonna go to itching. You gonna need some cream. Your whole garden gonna need some kind of ointment. Keep on playing games in the garden unprotected. All right, laying down with any old kind of wood chips. John, I'm not playing, but I'm playing. I'm serious. I can show you proof. Right now, my whole land did not look like the freaking Amazon forest until I put them wood chips down. And I got things that grow underneath the grass. I don't even know what they are. I don't even know if they're animals or are they like shrubbery. Right? Hi, Leah, what about having rocks in the garden? I'm in zone 9B. And it gets really hot. I'm about to hit it with the R. Kelly. What kind of rocks we talking about? I'll hit it with the R. Kelly. So, what kind of rocks we talking about? Rocks in the garden now. That sound like the late 80s, early 90s. What kind of rocks we talking about? Because I need to make sure, man, listen, this 2025, and these questions sometimes need to be in detail. What about rocks in the garden? What we talking about? Dave Buzz said, I remember when you bought them wood chips in and had that infestation. Absolutely. And can I tell you something else? Thank you, Dave Busby, for that, because you got me right back on the track of bringing wood chips into your garden. Family, if you do not want to pay for termite inspections for the rest of your life, don't bring them wood chips. If you bring wood chips to your land, you better have enough money for termite inspection and termite. Right, I just said that, Renee. You better have enough money for termite damage and a lifetime of termite inspections. Guess what? I got termite inspections every year. Now, after them damn wood chips. So John didn't even have a face. So he ain't got a leg to stand on, John. Listen, if you get wood chips, just good luck. I don't even. Hey, T-Wo, what's up, sister? T-Wo, I'm calling you right after this. If you get wood chips and put wood chips around your tree, what's a good place to buy land in Florida? What's a good place? By the water? I guess. I don't know. By the water. I don't even know how to answer some of these questions, right? By the water. I hope that helped. I don't know. I ain't got you. Say me too after my wood chips and still going through it. I know already that I have to keep up wood chip. I mean, not wood chip, but termite inspections every year. Every year, nonstop. Sometime if I even see one, I call them like, come out and just make sure they ain't got to the house yet. All because I brought in some stupid ass wood chips so I could grow my garden. And you don't need that. Right? Right, Gene, by the cornfield. You want to know what's good. If you, all right, y'all. This the garden game right here. If you really want to know what's just as good as wood chips, how many people want to know what's just as good as wood chips? What holds just as much moisture, what gives just as much nutrients, breaks down faster, and protects your trees and plants and shrubs and garden just like wood chips? Leaves. Leaves. When you run your lawnmower and put it on mulching and run over the leaves, put your leaves on your garden. They do the exact same thing as your wood chips. They break down faster. They feed your garden, give them even more nutrients. They hold in just as much moisture. They protect it from the cold, and they protect your trees from the heat, just like wood chips. But guess what? Termites are not interested in leaves. So that's why I can go out there and prove one more time why I don't do wood chips anymore. I do leaves. Let me show you. Straight up. Come on with me. Hold her. Let me show you, because I don't like just talking. I like showing people proof. I might cut out, but that's okay. Okay. Do you see this crap? Do you see this? Do you see that poison ivy going up my walls? Look at this. Do you see all of this down here? You want to know why I don't? I'm scared to go in there and cut that grass. I'm scared to go in there and cut that grass because it's poison ivy, poison oak, poison sumac. Look at all of this. Look at all of this. Look. Poison oak, poison ivy, poison sumac, and some kind of thorny, weird thing here. And it's spreading. And it's all back here, all around. This used to be, well, it still is, Lemon Lane. All of this crap. I got a whole tree growing right here. That's a whole tree. That came from them wood chips because of the seeds that came out of the wood chips, grew in here, and now I have to battle for my oranges every year. Right? I have proof what wood chips do from random places. Okay? This is it. I hate having to go through stuff and prove. Listen, I'm not no new gardener. I'm as OG as it get. That's why I stopped using damn wood chips. Now, let me show you the benefits of something that does just as good. Leaves. Why do I still have leaves up here? 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 All around my fig tree. I still have leaves around everything because leaves do the same thing that wood chips do. Look, look, I keep leaves around my trees. I don't use no doggone wood chips. I keep leaves around trees. I do that because they do the exact same thing as wood chips. And here's another one. I don't even have to call anybody to get leaves. They're always here. If I don't remove them, they'll stay here all year. And just, where I'm located, they blow into my yard for free. All I got to do is kind of rake a few of them every year. Huh? So that's what I wanted to show you. And I listen, I don't like making fools of folks. Yes, I do. I ain't gonna pretend I don't. I do. Um, we're gonna finish it off in here. Uh, uh, just in case. Okay. All right. Like I said, so again, I want to show y'all proof because I don't just be talking. I love showing proof because I don't know why everybody keep thinking I just started gardening like yesterday or something. It's reasons why I do things and there's reasons why I don't. And I be hoping and praying that you don't make these same mistakes. Because if you do, just good luck to you. Right? And listen, I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you something that I can guarantee. I know, I don't even know if that John dude was a human being. He's a liar, though. He's a liar. I stand around and watch them cut all the trees down in the neighborhoods and watch them put the chips inside of the truck. Dude, you a liar. You stand there for 8 to 10 hours and watch them bust down trees and chip them up into the truck to make sure they don't have any poison ivy, poison oak, poison sumac, or some other wild creepy vine or invasive species of bug or beetle in them. So whose shoulder do you be tapping on asking them, so hey, don't put that log in that chipper. I saw some holes in that log and it looks like the bark is falling off. You about to stop an arborist from doing his job for some free wood chips? Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Okay? If you trolling, I get it. Trolls got to eat too. I get it. But let's not lie to the people. Okay? Let's keep it 100 with the people. All right? What kind of orange tree do you have and any for sale? No, I don't have anything for sale. And I have a Owari Satsuma orange, and I have two Owari Satsuma oranges. I have a Brown Select Satsuma. Let me see. If lava rocks, forget it. If I don't know what that means. I have I just wanted to make sure I could go down the line with that. I got a couple of grapefruits, a couple of different oranges, a couple of lemons, got a couple of different things. A couple of different pomelos. And what about using magnolia leaves? Would they still break down? Oh, I'm going to tell you that for a minute you throw me off. I thought you were trolling. Okay. If you use magnolia leaves, mulch them. Run a lawnmower over and mulch them. You talk about them big, hard magnolia leaves, right? with the big white flower. Is that what you're talking about? Because there's a couple different magnolia trees. I want to make sure that we talking about the right one. Those big, thick, hard magnolia tree leaves, you got to run them over with lawnmowers. I'm going to tell you why. Okay, that's what you're talking about. If you have those big magnolia tree, big giant with the jagged edges on them, and they really thick and really hard, run them over with a lawnmower, and I'm going to tell you why. If you don't run them over with a lawnmower, they will sit there forever, number one. And they don't blow in the wind, number two. And number three, I don't understand what it is about magnolia tree leaves. They attract every roach on the planet. Do you remember we had that magnolia tree up there by the driveway? If you have those magnolia leaves and don't break them down, every water bug, palmetto bug, German cockroach, weird beetles, and I don't know why this is, and snakes. I don't know why it does that. Maybe it's because the beetles and the bugs and the roaches attract the snakes. I don't know. Horrible. I dealt with that for like 6 years. I finally cut that nasty tree down. Yes, they work. Here's one other thing about that magnolia tree. Those leaves are highly, highly flammable. Highly flammable. If you're a smoker, stay away from them magnolia tree leaves. You will light your whole neighborhood on fire. If you mess around with matches, listen, those leaves are like gasoline. They worse than pine needles. Trust me on that. Trust me on that. If you want to start your barbecue grill without using lighter fluid, all that, put some magnolia leaves on them boys. I don't know what kind of oil in there that attracts roaches and lights up like gasoline. Forget a Mazel Tov cocktail. Stuff some magnolia tree leaves down in a bottle and throw it. Right? Let me see. Say, I've been waiting to put my citrus leaves inside the ground. I've been dreaming of my own lemon lane here in Dallas, Texas. Okay, you can do it. Texas area since I watched you eat the little oranges. What you waiting for? Say, I work for a tree service. You get a mix of wood chips. Absolutely you do. That dude was talking about some, I stand around and watch him. I don't know why I'm talking like that, because that's how arrogant, ignorant mugs sound to me when I'm listening to him talk. I stand there and make sure they don't mix up the trees that they're chopping when they're about to bring me some free wood chips. I watch all the arborists. Shut up with that garbage. Say, my pear tree grew a large branch on the side. Should I cut it? It depends on where is it growing from on the side. Is it growing from the bottom, like below the graft union? If it's growing below the graft union, absolutely cut it, because that's not the kind of pear that you really want. That's the rootstock growing. If it's just some big old arm growing out the side of the head of the tree like Pumpkinhead, then that's up to you whether you want to cut that off or not. Is something wrong with it, or it's just not aesthetically pleasing? No, I have it. It's a healthy branch. Leave it. Yeah, if it's a healthy branch, leave it alone. But if it's a Pumpkinhead branch, everybody's seen the movie Pumpkinhead. That arm growing out the side of his head, it's at the bottom of the pear tree. Let it go. If it's at the bottom of the pear tree, below the graft union, cut it off, because it's a gigantic sucker. It probably got thorns on it too. Don't you know that I love you so? Don't you know that? Don't you know that? I gotta love. You need to look no further. Don't you know that? Don't you know that? I don't make no promises I can't keep. Let me see. love you forever. Don't you know that I love you so? I'm sorry, y'all. That loser on my mind now. I say I'm scared it's gonna freeze in the winter. I know yours in the south. But yeah, you gotta do that. And if you had it depends on how big and how mature your orange tree is. Okay, if your orange tree or your citrus tree is still a baby, keep it in a pot for a few years. If it's mature enough, I'm going to say this because this is what I finally had to do. Every year it gets cold, you have to build some kind of apparatus around it and protect it from the cold. That's what I started doing, and I was going hard protecting my trees at first. Okay, so it'll work, and if Dallas, Texas get just as cold as South Carolina, those snap colds, because I'll be watching Texas weather sometime, and y'all get like us. Y'all warm and hot. But when the winter come lately, in the last good 10 years, y'all be getting some stupid stuff, you know? You know, so I totally understand. Do I still protect myself?
Lord.
You know I'm married. I'm just saying, yeah, just in case you asked me, do I still protect myself? I'm married. It got his perks. Is that what you meant? I don't know. Some of these questions be kind of like off, so I don't know. Don't you know that I love you so? I know what you was talking about. What's your name? Arthene Williams. Yes. No, I don't protect those trees on the side of the house no more. At all. And I'm messing with you just in case, okay? I'm just saying. No. I don't protect none of them at all anymore. None of them. If they die, then, I take them back to the place I got them from and get my little store credit. Right? Love me forever. Don't you know that I love you so? Somebody said this man done lost his mind. I told you I ain't writing the head no more. I tried to tell you, Don't you know that? I try to let them know they don't be listening, no. All right. How many times I have to say that? How many times I have to say? Oh. All right. Okay, we coming into the last 10 minutes. What we got? More questions?
You want to hear this?
What's that?
Pico.
Some who?
Pico de gallo?
See? No, I don't. I don't even know what that is. I can't eat chips like that.
Salsa?
A good type of peach. Boom ba doom ba doom, boom ba doom ba doom. Big booty girl, hop with it. Boom ba doom ba doom doom. Boom ba doom, yeah. A good kind of peach. Well, I'm gonna do R. Kelly again. So, what exactly kind of peach are we talking about? I keep in them with the R. Kelly interview. It's hard to make a straight face. Exactly what kind of peach are we talking about here? Yeah. What are we talking about? A good kind of peach? All right, Dave Busby. What you need, brother? What's a good kind of peach to grow in Oklahoma? I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know anything about Oklahoma. I don't know the zone or anything. That's a toughie. Just try a Alberta and a Georgia peach. They are very cold hardy, so that may work for you. They are very, very hardy. A good peach to grow in Oklahoma. I'm glad you gave me the details. When is the last time you seen African Dreaming? I don't know. He ain't been on this channel in a long time. I don't know. It's been a minute. I seen it was his wife's birthday. They put up a short video for a hot second, but that's the last. I don't know. Let me see. Second Floor Gardens. Tell us about the throwback picture. You want to know something, Second Floor Garden? I'm not going to speak on that throwback picture. What I'm going to do for you and everybody else, I'm going to team up with Lady Led on her channel, and we can both explain that throwback picture. Okay? Because it's a long story to that. That young romance. Hey, Missy Hawk says, I need to get my trees in the ground soon, but there are a bunch of ant hills. Is it okay to dig them up and plant my trees? I don't want to do anything wrong. Yes, do this. If you got a bunch, are the ant hills inside of the pots, or is the ant hills in the ground? If you got ant hills in the ground, scoop one shovel of ants out of the ant hill and go throw it on the other ant hill and stir that ant hill up. Dig up some of them ants on that hill and take them back to that pile you just dug them up from and stir them up, and they'll both kill each other. Ant hills in the ground. Yep. Do that first. Wait 24 hours and both colonies will be dead. Trust me. I know that sounds crazy. It works. K-Max said, I would love to hear that story. No, trust Missy, and let me know, because I know how to do that. You don't have to use no poison. They will kill themselves. Let me see. That boy. What about ants in your seed starts? Yeah, if you got ants in your seed starts, they probably already ate the seeds. You just got to start over. Yep, it's simple. All you do is dig one ant hill up. You go from two different sides of your yard or your garden, because those may be two different colonies. Go as far apart as you can. Dig up one hill, take it over to the other side of the yard, dump it on that hill. Dig up that hill with all them ants going crazy and take it back over to that one and dump that one. Both of them will kill themselves. They will destroy each colony. Do that all around your whole yard. How do you get rid of white bugs off your plants naturally? Woo! Boy, they poking the bear today, ain't they? They poking the bear. You poking me good now? I don't know. I'm not playing with that one. Let me see. I'm in South Louisiana and I get some humongous ant hills in my yard. Thank you so much. Try it. A friend of mine years ago did that and proved it, and that's what I've been doing ever since. Here on YouTube. Led, I had to get off the last live. My son called and said, in the street, West Central Florida having some windy weather, most plants gone, starting more. Oh man, I feel that's terrible. I just left Florida too, and the weather was weird and cold. Queen said, it's Queen again. Said, let me rephrase my question. You had a few ditches in your property and you used a specific natural product. Oh, Oh, I remember. Thank you, Queen. I use those wood chip pellets. Them wood pellets. If you use a bag of wood pellets, they cost like $3, $5. Don't get the ones in the barbecue section. Go to Tractor Supply or go back in the garden section and get the big giant bag of wood pellets, like for a wood pellet stove. The whole bag costs like $3 to $5. Dump that whole bag in whatever ditch you got, like a pothole. I get what you're saying now, right? Dump it in that pothole. Don't try to fill it up. Once that bag has filled up that hole, stop. And then hit it with water. Spray it with water and watch all them wood chip pellets fill up and spill out of that hole, and then start driving over it, walking over it, and you ain't got nothing to worry about. It don't even wash away when it rain hard. Trust me on that. Okay? If you looking to fill up your raised bed garden, people that want to fill up their raised bed garden real cheap, use that bag of wood chip pellets, them wood pellets that you put in a wood burning stove or whatever, horse bedding pellets. Put that in your garden. You can put it around your trees. You can act as wood chips. You can put it in your raised bed gardens to build your raised bed up so you don't have to spend so much money on soil. Trust me, Rose Petal. Trust me. I got how many now? 4 or 6 that's what I did. Okay. Uh-oh. Say, Led, I started my garden back up after 5 years. I love it. Wow, you been out the game? You're so welcome, Queen. Thank you for giving me details. Because I was like, pothole? Right. Roger says, what type of soil mix would you suggest when planting Double Delight nectarine in a container? I would not plant a Double Delight nectarine in a container at all. I'm not going to give you advice on that. A peach or a nectarine can grow in a container for a certain amount of time. I just don't, you can do it. If you don't have to, don't do it. Because now you growing it for show, kind of. You know, you're going to get a few peaches. But the work that goes into maintaining the root structure in that small little container, depending on what size container you got, okay? If you're talking about putting a peach tree in a container, 9 times out of 10, you're talking about putting it in a pretty small container, 20 gallons or less. If you go any higher than 20 gallons, let's just say you put it in a 50-gallon pot, okay? Or a 100-gallon pot. Now you go to town. You knock yourself out. Have you tried covering it for a good 6 months? I don't know what that meant. New to gardening and learning so much. Better get some paper and pen out. When I'm hot now. If you don't have to put a peach tree in the ground, don't do it. I mean, if you don't have to put a peach tree in a container, don't do it. If you have to put a peach tree in a container, make sure it's the biggest container you can get so you can get everything and all the potential out of that peach tree. The root system on a peach tree does not get that big, but you need to let that thing sprawl and grow and let the tap roots run. And you need a good amount of space to do that to get the full potential out of that peach tree. If you're looking to get big juicy peaches every year instead of like 4 little nuggets, okay, if you're looking for 4 little nugget peaches, do whatever you want to do. But if you're looking to get real giant good juicy peaches off that tree, you really need to put that in about a 50-gallon container or higher, okay? I need you. I need. Okay. Any more questions? We at the hour mark. We at the hour mark. Your love is all I need. Ooh. Wait, my junk. What can you do about squirrels eating your peaches up before you get a chance to eat them? Eat the squirrels before the squirrels get a chance to eat your peach before you get a chance to eat the peach. You missed all that, didn't you? You missed it. What do you do? The question is, what do you do to stop your squirrels from eating your peach before you get a chance to eat your peach? My answer is eat the squirrel before the squirrel gets a chance to eat the peach before you get a chance to eat the peach with the pudding. Okay? I'm serious. I'm not joking. The only way you're going to stop the squirrel population is you start to have a hankering for squirrel burgers. And I'm not talking about just taste them a little bit like, taste a little gamey. I'm talking about you got to start having a hunkering thirst for these squirrels. Once you have that, like, I could use me a squirrel sandwich. Oh man, if I had me one good juicy squirrel and a slice of cheddar cheese, boy, today would be, if you have that in you, you won't have no more squirrel problems. I can't make this up. You won't. None. And no, everybody that's saying BB gun, you don't need no BB gun. There are squirrel traps. It's called the Squirrelinator. And they got one at Tractor Supply called like the Chippinator, something like that. Get a squirrel trap and 1 little, 2 little, 3 little squirrels. Once you get a taste for squirrel sandwich, other than that, there's nothing you can do. You can't stop the squirrels. You know what I'm saying? You can't stop the squirrel. You can't. I've been trying for years and I haven't worked up my flavor, my taste buds for squirrel sandwiches yet. But I'm telling you, you can't stop the squirrels. You can't stop the squirrels when they start to crawl. When they start to crawl. You can't stop them. You can't stop them. Yadum dum da dum, yodelay, yadum dum dum oh. You can't stop the squirrels. You can't stop the squirrels. You can't stop the squirrels, baby, when they start to crawl. And they start to crawl. You can't stop them. You cannot stop the squirrels. They will eat you out of house and home. I stopped fighting them. Okay? The only way I fight the squirrels is I just try to plant. That's why I got 3 Orient pear trees. I have 3 Asian pear trees. I have 5 apple trees. I have 5 pecan trees. Everything I got, the reason I got so much and so many, one of the reasons is because you can't fight the squirrels. You can't stop them, son. You can't stop the squirrel. Okay? Remember that song by Loose Ends? You can't stop the squirrels. You can't stop the squirrels, baby, when they start to crawl. When they start to crawl. Yodum dum da dum, yodelay, yodum dum dum oh. You can't stop. Okay? Say squirrels are planting black walnuts all over my yard.
Only when I'm playing too much.
Can't stop them. Can't stop them. Okay? Hannah says squirrels are my only garden enemy. Say squirrel tastes like rabbit, which tastes like dark meat chicken, thigh meat. My grandma used to hunt them with the deer. If you if you mess around and acquire the taste of squirrel, you ain't gonna be hurting. Your garden gonna be good. Your garden gonna be cool. You are not gonna be worried about, oh, they got me again. No. And frankly, deer too. If your father's friend got chased by a squirrel, something was wrong with that squirrel in the first place. What company do you get fruit trees and seeds from? Go to Ison's Nursery, ISONS Vineyard and Nursery online. Tell them I sent you. Yodum dum na ledum, yodelay, yodum dum dum oh. DS says my cat controls my squirrel population. My problem is who controls the cat population? And you know what? I'm going to tell y'all something about cats. When y'all be having y'all cats spay and neutered, I don't think it always works. I don't know what they do at the vet, but it don't always work. See, I heard chocolate is toxic to squirrels. Thinking about throwing out some chocolate nut bars. Some chocolate nut bars. So, I'm tripping now. I'm in trip mode. I'm just telling y'all the truth, okay? That dude made me, I'm full of truth. Got truth serum. That's the only way you kill lies is with truth serum. You know? I can't stand that, man. Uh-oh. What the heck? Oh, there we go. Okay, we good. So we have tons of feral cats in the neighborhood. Look. Those, when a cat gets spayed or neutered, it don't work. I don't think it worked. Because it seems like on Jurassic Park, life finds a way. You know, it does with cats. I don't know what they be thinking or saying they doing, but like Jeff Goldblum said on Jurassic Park when he said, life life finds a way. Remember that? Jeff Goldblum stayed in my head ever since I seen that because he right. You can't stop nature, man. Life finds a way. You keep on putting up roadblocks and you don't work with Mother Nature, you gonna get rolled over every time. And you gonna find out stuff that mankind, we think we know everything. We don't know nothing. Terrence says, hey, Led, I have a nectarine and peach tree, and I have a clear jelly-like substance growing on the fruits. Is there any way to clear this up? It's growing on the fruits? Okay. What can be done? Right now, nothing. Go ahead, let the fruit finish growing out, and when it's time to harvest the peaches off the tree, cut that piece out because what you have is an infestation. There is a little beetle inside that peach, and as it drilled inside your peach, it's in there wiggling around in your peach, and it's spitting out jelly. The jelly silted up the end of the peach hole, and it's living in your peach like James and the Giant Peach. There's nothing you could do now. That peach is infested. When the peach matures, let the peach mature. If the worm or the beetle inside ruins the peach bad enough, the peach will fall off by itself. But if that peach reaches full maturity, take that peach off, harvest that peach, wash that peach off, cut that hole open and try to find the infestation, throw that part throw that part to the chickens, and eat the rest of the peach. That was 100% truth. You have an infestation of some sort. Okay? Let me see. Said Jeff Goldblum been in my head for ever since I saw it. It's the truth. Oh, ever since you saw The Fly. Yeah, just me, you, and the baby. Remember when he had grabbed the old girl, I forget her name. He had grabbed her like, look, we all gonna go through the machine. We're gonna go through the machine together. And it was oozing and meat was falling off of him. Just you, me, and the baby. He was gone, boy. He was already had turned into the Fly, and he was trying to bring Gina Davis into the transporter with him, so they could all be like a big ball of goo or something. So yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that Gina Davis was from Beetlejuice. Yeah. So you talking? Remember that? He was out of his mind with fly juice in his brain. You losing his teeth, me and the baby. She like, no, we ain't getting in there with you. You smell funny. And you missing the ear. No, we ain't getting in that machine with you. That's sickening. That's gross. So, anyway, any questions? But like I said, Jeff Goldblum, life finds a way. You can't stop the squirrels, okay? Yeah, he lost all his body parts, and he was keeping them in a drawer. He was keeping all his body parts in a drawer. Every time something fell off of him, he was like, ooh, I'm going to miss that. Your boy took his ear off like, ooh, I'm going to miss that one. Boy, stay out of transporters, if you will, okay? Jeff Goldblum was my dude, though. I love watching him. Two of my favorite actors, we're going to close this out. Two of my favorite actors on the planet. There's many more, but it's two of my very all-time favorite. Denzel Washington, Jeff Goldblum. Ooh, how can I forget? And Christopher Walken. Christopher Walken. Christopher Walken, Jeff Goldblum, Denzel Washington, and I can't think. I just had it in my head a second ago. No, not Johnny Depp. No. Anthony Hopkins. He a good guy, but no. Christopher. Yeah, Christopher. I love to hear him talk. I love Christopher Walken. And Billy Bob Thornton. Christopher Walken, Denzel Washington, Billy Bob Thornton, Jeff Goldblum. These are people that they literally turn into somebody else and you forget who they are. Right? Billy D. Williams ain't no good actor. Billy D. Williams is Ray Liotta. Good one. Yes, he makes the roster. Ray Liotta makes the roster. Yes, absolutely. Oh God, now I got a whole thought in my whole Forrest Whitaker. Forrest Whitaker. Oh my God, Forrest Whitaker. What's her name? Dave, somebody just said it, I think. What's her name, Davis? She played the Queen. I've been standing right here with you. What's her name? But her too. Everybody like, oh, Led done lost it now. He talking about acting. We thought we was talking about gardening. I know. Viola Davis. Thank you. Viola Davis. Hell of an actress. Hell of an actress. All right. And somebody that said Billy D. Williams. Billy D. Williams. Glad you mentioned Billy Bob Thornton. Billy Bob Thornton. No, not Sean Connery. Sean Connery, Billy D. Williams, and Brad Pitt all fall in the same. And George Clooney, they all fall in that same. They can't act good. They're not great actors. They're good actors. They're not great actors. They're just a bunch of beautiful men. I give Idris Elba. I don't know all these other new names. I'm old, you know. I give Idris Elba. But just because some of those actors is like beautiful men, that don't make them good actors. I'm gonna be honest with you. Now listen. Brad Pitt in I forget the name where he was Achilles. That's the best I ever seen Brad Pitt act. Ever. Brad Pitt in I forget the name of the damn movie. It's one of my favorite movies too. I can't think of the name of it right. Troy. Brad Pitt in Troy and Brad Pitt in Joe Black. Best movies Brad Pitt ever made. That's when he was really actually acting. Not Nicolas Cage. Not Nicolas Cage. Not Keanu Reeves. Absolutely not. Yeah, Brad Pitt and Meet Joe Black and Brad Pitt in Troy. Best work ever. And I think the only reason he did a good job when he was with Angelina Jolie when they was two spies is because he was really truly in love with her. And I think they stopped acting in that movie and they just did a good job. Jack Nicholson is one of my ones. I couldn't think of his name. Not Angela Bassett and not Anthony Hopkins. Nope. Not Angela Bassett. Not Jamie Foxx. Jack Nicholson is one of the best actors in the world. Yes, he is. Not Jamie Foxx. Not Angela Bassett. Who is Jason Stratham? No. The dude is always kicking people's ass? No. Jamie Foxx is talented. He's not a good actor. Jamie Foxx is not a good actor. He's talented. He can pretend to become somebody else. Oh, Robert De Niro, great actor. He's one of the greats. Jamie Foxx is talented. Jamie Foxx is a chameleon. And he can become anybody. Nope, not Samuel Jackson either. Samuel Jackson is not acting. Samuel Jackson is Samuel Jackson in every movie. Samuel Jackson, it could be a romantic love movie and he gonna call somebody a fistful of motherfuckers and it's like, I love Jamie Foxx too, but he's not a good actor. He's a good impressionist. So he becomes something else, but it's always not, you know what I'm saying? It's not authentic. He doesn't fully become, he's not authentic. He's not a good actor. He's a good impersonator, and he can become other stuff. He's a chameleon, and he's great at it. He's the best at it, but he's not a good actor. Oh, Matt Damon. Yeah, I give Matt Damon. What about Gerard Butler? I don't even know who that is, to be honest with you. I would have to see their face. James Earl Jones. Yeah, I give James Earl Jones. Oh, my God. Al Pacino. Al Pacino is really good. He's not one of the greats. Kevin Costner is a hell no. Kevin Costner don't even make the list. Yeah, Al Pacino in The Godfather. I mean, where did he show his skills? Where did he show his talent? Where did he show all of those It was dry. Anybody could have played that part in Godfather. Anybody. I could have, and I'm a black dude. In the middle of an Italian family, I could have pulled that. I'm not feeling that. Marlon Brando, in his time, absolutely. In his prime, no, not Liam Neeson. I don't even understand what the big stank is about Liam Neeson. No, absolutely not. Liam Neeson just says a lot of stuff, and he's taller than everybody, so he's intimidating, making you believe. I'm making you believe I'm in love with you, or I'm making you believe I'm going to kill you. It's like, not Liam Neeson. I don't even understand that. No, Eddie Murphy is not a good actor. Eddie Murphy falls in the line to me with Jamie Foxx. Super talented. He's an impersonator. He's an impersonist. He can become anything. He's a chameleon. He can turn himself into anything. Acting, no. But his talent, his skills as an impersonator, chameleon, absolutely. No, Samuel Jackson, no. That's a no. Samuel Jackson is down there with Kevin Costner. Will Smith, somebody says. I give Will Smith his props. Somebody said Bruce Willis, absolutely top of the A list. Bruce Willis, absolutely. No. Bruce Willis is good. He ain't one of the greats, though. What about Nick Nolte? Nick Nolte is not acting. Nick Nolte was being himself. We said James Earl Jones was one of the tops. You know what? I don't like what Mel Gibson did, and I don't like a lot of the stuff that Mel Gibson has said, and I don't like some of the racial slurs that Mel Gibson has. I don't like Mel Gibson as a person. But Mel Gibson is a hell of an actor. I give props where props is due. I will give Mel Gibson props. He is one of the great actors. I don't like him as his personal him. I don't like him because he shows himself. Who said Mike Epps? Cut it out. Right, I never support him on anything, but I ain't gonna lie and say he's a bad actor just because I don't like him or his racist ways. He's a great actor, but he's an asshole. You can't keep blaming everything. Danny Glover is a great actor. Absolutely. Somebody said Adam Sandler. Yeah, he's one of the greats. I'm not giving Harrison Ford one of the greats either. To me, about Mel Gibson, and he's always asking for forgiveness. You can't keep getting drunk and calling people a bunch of racial slurs, and in the morning when you sober up, say, oops, my bad. No, we ain't doing that. Nah. I respect his craft. I do not like the man. Steven Seagal. Okay, somebody help me out. Put Steven Seagal in the same list with somebody just said J-Lo. Steven Seagal and J-Lo need to make a movie, a blockbuster hit. Cuba Gooding Jr. Another asshole. Another asshole. Cuba Gooding Jr. was a good actor. He's just an asshole. Richard Pryor is not a good actor. He's a great comedian. He's not a good actor. I hope this part, Johnny Depp is not a good actor to me. Not Lorenz Tate either. Lorenz Tate is all right. Robin Williams is one of the greats. When Robin Williams is acting without over-the-top bullshittery, Robin Williams will always be at the top of that list with me. Terrence Howard. Terrence Howard is he all right, but he's sticking this one spot. He's sticking this one spot of just crying, you know, and every time he got something and get a little emotional scene, don't even call for tears and crying. He started crying for some reason. He could be a gangster. He could be Terrence Howard. He's a good actor. I just think when he get in that's his MO, man. And I like the dude, but don't give him nothing too damn emotional, because all of a sudden, man, his voice started doing this, and next thing you know, man, look, you know what I mean, man? Everything he started talking about, it could be space. You ever hear Terrence Howard talk about space and math and shit? When Terrence Howard started talking about outer space and the quantum physics and shit, he go to talking, man, you know, and if you do this and you analyze what you do, it's like, you make me sad all the time, you know what I mean? Sidney Poitier, absolutely, yes. I like Terrence Howard. I think he needs to stop that. Cut that out of his repertoire. Throw that crying, wiggly throat shit away, and I think he would have been great. I really do. Listen, that is annoying. Will Ferrell is not a great actor. He's one of the greatest comedians of all time. Will Ferrell is one of the funniest people on the planet to me. Oh, I got one. I left one out. Oh, that's a good one. Leonardo DiCaprio, all day. One of the greatest actors, all day. Jeff Bridges, one of the greatest actors. Robin Williams, I said, yep, one of the greatest actors. And y'all made me forget who I was about to throw out there. Right before y'all said Leonardo DiCaprio. Oh, my God, I forgot. Oh, it was right on the tip of my brain. Wait, let me go back, because something reminded me. I can't remember. Yeah, I said Denzel Washington. Morgan Freeman, yes, one of the best. Kevin Spacey, believe it or not, here we go. Kevin Spacey is one of the greatest actors of all time, but he is a whole ass. He's a piece of crap. Great actor. Not Richard Gere. Not Richard Gere. Richard Gere falls in the line with Brad Pitt and them. He's just a beautiful man. He ain't the best actor. Yes, Sean Penn is one of the greats. Jason Statham, no. Yes, what's my man Baldwin? The oldest brother of the Baldwins, yes. That youngest one is an asshole. And he a terrible actor. The one that played Barney Rubble, he's a piece of crap. Michael J. Fox he never got a chance to really shine. Nope, he ain't one of the greatest actors. He's a good actor. He wasn't one of the greats though. and he never got a chance to really show his chops. Somebody said Tyler Perry. Listen, Tyler is brilliant. Tyler Perry is brilliant. He's brilliant. Tyler Perry, to me, now all due respect, Tyler Perry is the baby face or the Smokey Robinson of movies. He's best writing them. It's best that he just keep writing the movies, writing the scripts, doing the scripts. He shouldn't be in them. He's trying to become the Spike Lee of movies, and he shouldn't. Keep writing those brilliant scripts and putting them out, but stay out of your own movies. Like M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong. What's his name? Shyamalan. M. Night Shyamalan. Stay out of movies. M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong. Let me see. I can't believe we all in here talking about the best and the worst actors. Somebody said Red Fox. Whitney Houston, believe it or not, to me, was a great actress. She just didn't, she should have kept doing it because she would have been a triple threat. Lawrence Fishburne, absolutely. Lawrence Fishburne is a great actor. Yes, he is. Right. After Michael J. Fox got sick, he wasn't able to shine like he really wanted to. I think if Michael J. Fox wouldn't have got sick, I think he really would have really been bigger than Tom Cruise is not. Tom Cruise fits in that Jason Statham. Tom Cruise always plays the asshole. And in real life, he's an asshole. So it's like that face, that you want to hear the best acting I ever seen Tom Cruise do? No, it was not in Top Gun 1 or 2. The best acting that Tom Cruise have ever done was in Tropic Thunder. I'm done. Mic drop. I said Danny Glover. No, not Will Ferrell. Will Ferrell was funny. He ain't a good actor. Tom Cruise in Tropic Thunder as Les Grossman, acting all day. No, Pierce Brosnan is not. Pierce Brosnan fits down there with Brad Pitt and them. Just because he got a British accent, don't make him a good actor. Somebody said Chadwick Boseman. Absolutely, he's a great one. He another one that didn't get a chance to really stay around and shine. I said Forrest Whitaker was one of the number ones. Oh my goodness, Tommy Lee Jones. Yes, Tommy Lee Jones was one of the. Yes, he is one of the greats. Jerry Maguire for Tom Cruise. That's a no to me. Nope. Ew. Cicely Tyson. I'm not going to include her because I've never seen I haven't seen enough of Cicely Tyson to judge her. So I'm not going to put her in here. Believe it or not, no, I'm not Jim Carrey. Shamar Moore, no, absolutely not. Good guy, just no. And I'm being realistic. Yeah, we said Denzel. Loretta Devine. I know that name, and I think I'm about to say yes. Yes, Loretta Devine. Somebody said LL Cool J. No. Somebody said Kevin Costner. Absolutely not. He's drier than a dehydrated turd. He's just too dry, man. Let me see. I don't know some of these names. I said Viola Davis is number one up in the. Kathy Bates is one of the best. Yes, she is. Michael Douglas is one of the best. Yep, I said him too. We said Sidney Poitier. Yes, we did. Absolutely. That's one of the best. You know what? My phone about to die too. I'm gonna tell you this. Regina King, I'm sorry. They need to give Regina King a real role. Stop talking for cartoons and stuff. Regina King, I feel, is a waste of talent. I think Hollywood has skipped over her, probably because she won't, do what they want her to do. I feel that Regina King was a total ball drop. She's incredible, and they skip over her for all of them wonderful roles she would have played great in. And I know it's probably because she won't give up the cakes. She's beautiful, super talented. That's why she's still in the game, because she's that talented. But I think they overlook her because, you know something. I keep seeing Taraji B. Henson. Here's Val Kilmer is one of the best. Here's my thing with let me go back. Taraji B. Henson, to me, here's my problem with that. Taraji, if they stop giving Taraji slave movies and ghetto gangster movies and something where she dirty and down and out all the damn time, or she's a drug lord's wife, if they gave Taraji P. Henson a good part, like the one where they was at NASA, they need to give Taraji more real parts. Yeah, Hidden Figures. Give her more Hidden Figure real parts. Don't keep giving her she thugged out, gangster out. She's some gangster's girlfriend or baby mama. Stop giving her stuff like that. She's too talented for that. Right? No, not Whoopi Goldberg. No, not Queen Latifah. Yes, Regina Hall as well. They need to stop putting Regina Hall in comedies because she got the chops. Stop putting her in stuff to make people laugh all the time and put her in something real. No, not Liam Nielsen. Nia Long. Okay, y'all gonna hate me for this, but it's the truth. No, not Steve Martin. No, Steve Martin. I will give Steve Martin acting chops. I've seen him. But listen, what y'all made me lose my train of thought. Let me go back up because I can't leave this. Sharon Stone is a yes. Alec Baldwin is a yes. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I gotta find this because damn it, I can't. Oh, Nia Long. Y'all gonna hate me for this. No. No for Nia Long. She's a good actress. She's not a great actress. Not Nia Long. Beautiful. I'm not taking nothing from her. I'm not taking her talent from her, but she is not one of the greatest actresses. She's a good actress. But I'm going to tell you, one of the great actresses, I ain't seen her name not one time yet. What's her name? Sanaa Lathan. Sanaa Lathan. All day. And I'm surprised ain't nobody said because it was gonna be a no anyway. What's my girl name? She beautiful as all get out. Yeah, yes for Sanaa. All day. Halle Berry. Nope. Halle Berry is ultra beautiful, terrible actress. I'm be honest. I hope I don't never make it to Hollywood and have to see all these people. But hey, no, not Wesley Snipes. I don't know. The reason why I'm not saying some of them names is I don't know who some of those people are. Absolutely. Sanaa Lathan, she kills it. Halle Berry is just ultra beautiful. She ain't to me, she ain't even a good actress. She alright. Not Jodie Foster either. Listen, I've been watching Jodie Foster since I was a little kid at the drive-in, right? Jodie Foster always got this, Jodie Foster got this, it's always remind me, every movie I see Jodie Foster in, she kind of got this, George W. Bush shit going on, And we're going to come down there and we're going to, you ever listen to her, Jodie Foster? Jodie Foster kind of got this goddamn little, the George W. thing going on. And she kind of acts like George W. a little bit, It's like, it's creepy to me. Even when she played in Silence of the Lambs. That's how old boy took over the scene. Nobody care about Clarice in Silence of the Lambs. Nobody. Who knows any part? Can anybody right now say any part that Clarice said in Silence of the Lambs? Absolutely not. She was overshadowed by, what's my man's name? Anthony Hopkins. She was overshadowed by poor little Clarice. What are the lambs saying, Clarice? Are the lambs screaming? Can you hear them scream, Clarice? Can you hear the lambs, Clarice? Can you hear the lambs screaming in the barn, Clarice? Nobody remember what the hell Clarice was doing there. Nobody remember why she was there. You didn't even know she was a detective. You just knew he was talking to Clarice. That's because while he was sitting there talking all the time, giving her answers to her little questions, the only thing you heard Jodie Foster say, listen, I'll give you what you want, okay? Listen, you tell me what we need to know, all right? And then we'll send everything over to Hellfire and Fury, okay? When I think of Silence of the Lambs, I don't even put Jodie Foster in that spot. All I see is George W. Bush talking. Listen to both of their voices and their demeanors. Kind of like this here. I wouldn't. Nobody gives a shit about what Clarice said or what she was going through. Poor little Clarice. That's all you know. You remember Anthony Hopkins. You even remember the dude. That was it puts the lotion on its skin or else it gets the hose again. Remember he had a little dog? Put the lotion on his skin. Remember that? Put on the lotion. Remember him? Wild Bill? Remember him? Yeah, we remember Wild Bill. We remember the overweight lady down in the well that needed to put that lotion on for Wild Bill did something. We remember Anthony Hopkins. Don't nobody know what the hell Clarice was in the movie for, or George W. Clarice. That's what her name was. Clarice W. Bush. Somebody said the Smollett boy. Please, cut it out. You know? Jack Nicholson all day, number one. If you, let me see. Yep, we said Marlon Brando. Ooh. No, not John Leguizamo. And they have never put Selma Hayek in anything where she ain't showing her knockers. She ain't never really had, they ain't never put Selma Hayek in nothing really that they're not exploiting her accent or her nipples. No, not Jamie Foxx. He's a good impersonator. He's not a good actor. Gene Hackman is one of the best. Ice Cube is a joke. On the screen and off the screen. He's a freaking joke. Kerry Washington. I know that name. I know that name. Hold on. Yeah, she all right. She ain't number one, but she all right. Somebody, no, not Ice Cube again. Oh, Zoe Saldana, ain't that I want to get away. What's my man name? Damn it. No, not Angela Bassett. No, not Al Pacino. Oh my goodness. Lenny Kravitz's daughter. Yeah. Keep your eye on Zoe. She is going to be one of the best actresses in the near future. Keep your eye on her. She is going to be, she's going to be one of the greats. Yeah, Lenny Kravitz's daughter. And the only reason I knew that is because I've been watching her like, man, she is good. Long as they don't keep putting her in a bunch of stupid crap. She's not Lenny Kravitz's daughter. She's... Wait a minute. That's not her? Hold on, because I may be wrong. Zoe? What's her last name? What's Zoe's last name? Saldana? Yeah. Zoe is really good. Zoe is really good. Just... Zoe is another one of those ones where she's either like a cartoon or they got her in some kind of slave movie. Some slave type. It, like, you understand? They don't let her show. I'm sure she's a great actress. They don't put her in nothing. Yeah, Colombiana, yeah, trash. They don't put her in nothing right. But Lenny Kravitz's daughter, keep your eye on that one. Keep your eye on that one. But this Zoe, Saldana, Danya, she's good. She just need to be put in something decent. No, not Lorenz Tate. Michael B. Jordan is working his way. I'm going to say right now, Michael B. Jordan is the Denzel of Hollywood, where Denzel was at that age and that time in his prime. Michael B. Jordan is right there. That's what I think. No, not Morris Chestnut. Morris Chestnut fits right in there with Brad Pitt and them. Just because you're a beautiful person don't mean you're a great actor or a great actress. Nope. Think about what they always put Morris Chestnut in. They always put Morris Chestnut in something with him being sexy, right? Him being a sexy man. That's all they put him in doing. They have never put him in any kind of normal movie with his clothes on and he's doing some hardcore reporting or something. Nope, he naked and he's talking like this. So what? Denzel's son, I think Denzel's son got some work to do. He can become great, but Denzel Washington's son got some work to do. I've tried to watch Denzel Washington's son in several movies out of respect for Denzel, and I almost can't stomach him. He just ain't found his walk yet. He ain't found, to me, Denzel Washington's son haven't found himself yet. Because people keep putting Denzel Washington's son in roles that they would put Denzel in. And I just don't, they gotta let him find himself. Pam Grier is a no. She's a horrible actress. She just has some huge knocks. Terrible actress though. I'm not spitting on nobody. I'm being honest. Katharine Hepburn, I ain't gonna go back that far. Jamie Lee Curtis is an absolute yes. She's one of the greats. And I said Zoe, if they put Zoe in something else, some normal movie, something decent, yes. Oh, Kevin Bacon is one of the greats. You know why I say Kevin Bacon is one of the great actors? Keanu Reeves is a no. Kevin Bacon, I grew up in Toledo, Ohio, where not Lisa Bonet, absolutely not. Not Jennifer Lopez, absolutely not. Jennifer Lopez can act about as good as I can. And she had lessons. Will Smith is a yes. Y'all made me forget what I was saying. What did I say? Kevin Bacon. Kevin Bacon remind me of one of them white boys that used to live in my neighborhood that was kind of just as gangster as everybody else. You didn't know what he was thinking about, right? You didn't know. Kevin Bacon looked like Kevin Bacon, listen, Kevin Bacon, no matter what he do, he's a perfect hero and he's a perfect villain. He's a perfect comedian when it's time to do a comedy. Kevin Bacon is one of the greats. We said Idris Elba. No, not Ben Stiller. He's a great comedian and he's a good comedic actor, but he's not a great #1 actor, no. Yep, everybody keeps saying Idris Elba. No, not Mark Wahlberg. Mark Wahlberg is a horrible actor. Mark Wahlberg, and listen, I like the dude, and I love a lot of the stuff he playing. He's a horrible actor. Wesley Snipes, no. The dad from Roseanne, I'ma say yes, he's one of the greats. Octavia Spencer, I know that. Ben Affleck is an absolute not. Let me tell you something about Ben Affleck. He used to be my all-time worst actor on my list of all time. Bill Paxton is one of the greats. Patrick Swayze is one of the greats. Bill Paxton and Patrick Swayze, one of the greats, both of them. Ben Affleck is horrible, but in the last 10 years-ish, since Ben Affleck been Batman, listen, since Ben Affleck was Batman and he left J-Lo alone, man, I was impressed. Listen, Ben Affleck, I did not want that sucker to be Batman, but boy, he turned to, I'm going to tell you, while we talking about bad actors turning good, let me tell you another one. I did not want the Twilight boy to be Batman. I did not want the Twilight boy to be Batman. But the Twilight boy, and I'm going to learn his name because he earned my respect as the latest Batman. What's the boy that played in Twilight? Brad Pitt and Glorious Bastards. I'll give him that too. Brad Pitt in Glorious Bastards. Meet Joe Black and Troy. I give all of those to Brad Pitt. Felicia Rashad really ain't never really had a chance to really play and stuff. She do a lot of plays. In the movies I've seen Felicia Rashad in, Felicia Rashad is Felicia Rashad. She's always Miss Cosby. She's she gives off that mom vibe, but they never let her just, spread her wings. No, not Michael Clark Duncan. I love the man. No, he was not the great actor. And rest in peace, rest his soul. Queen Latifah is an absolute no. Michael Keaton is one of the greats. Because Michael Keaton has crossed thresholds between comedy. He's been a villain. He's been a hero. Michael Keaton is one of the greats. My favorite Batman was probably it's between Michael Keaton and the Twilight dude. I can't believe I'm saying that. I can't believe I'm saying that. I think Robert Pattinson is the Twilight dude. Boy, he played a hell of a Batman. I did not want him to be Batman, but when I watched that Batman, I got goosebumps. And because Batman is my junk. Goosebumps. I don't want to see Twilight. None of it. I seen a couple little pieces with my kids, and I had to hold my stomach down. I couldn't. Robert Pattinson, he gained his respect with me with that. And now I've been seeing Robert Pattinson in other movies, and it's a new one he in I want to see. James Spader. You know why I'm going to say no to James Spader? Because he don't act. Everything James Spader is in, asshole. And I don't think he acted. You understand what I'm saying? He's an asshole and everything. I don't think he's acting, man. I don't think he's acting. Sandra Bullock, #1, A-list, yes. Oh, the guy that played Joker, Jack Nicholson, and Keith. What's the Keith Sutherland, #1 greatest actor, one of them, yes. What? Val Kilmer, we said Val Kilmer. Lawrence Fishburne, not Drew Barrymore. Drew Barrymore was great when she was a kid. When she was a kid, she was amazing. I thought Drew Barrymore was as talented as Michael Jackson back then. And then all hell broke loose or something. Donald Sutherland and Kiefer Sutherland, two of the greatest actors, and they happen to be father and son. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm going to tell you one is one of the most famous. Nope, not Johnny Depp for me. Ain't feeling him. He all right. He just ain't one of the greatest. He's an illusionist. He's a chameleon, just like Jamie Foxx and Eddie Murphy. He is just not a good actor to me. Richard Pryor is not a great actor. Robert Downey Jr. is one of the greatest actors. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, that's what messed her up, messing around in the Hollywood scene with all the drugs and alcohol. Heath Ledger. Heath Ledger. Go back and watch Heath Ledger in all his movies. I think he played in Brokeback Mountain too. I didn't watch that. But that dude, amazing. Amazing. Best Joker ever, of all time. I love Jack Nicholson as a Joker. He did not. Heath Ledger, I thought he lost his mind for real in that movie. I didn't think he was acting. Yeah, I'm not watching Brokeback Mountain for nobody. I don't care what it's about. I'm not watching that. I don't want that in my head. Right. Donald Sutherland played in the original Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Exactly. William Dafoe. William Dafoe, ain't that the Green Goblin? Because he's excellent. William Dafoe. I'm almost sure. Yeah, William Dafoe, one of the greatest actors. Julia Roberts, all right. She all right. She ain't the greatest actress. She all right. Who is the star of Godfather of Harlem? I've never heard of that movie. Gary Oldman. I know that name. Gary Oldman. God, I know that name. I almost want to say, yeah, if it's who I think it is. Absolutely. Gary Oldman is one of the greatest actors. Wait, I need to recharge my phone. Hold on. Y'all got me. We in here tripping. We are tripping tonight with this. Okay. Got me put my phone on the charger. Let me see. Okay, we good. We're gonna have to do this a little different though. That's all right. Okay. Oh, that's good. That works. Okay. John Cusack. Nope, not John Cusack. You know what? Joaquin Phoenix. I can't feel his stuff, man. That's a weird dude, man. His acting is weird, and he weird. What is he? Like a method actor. Weird cat, man. Matt Damon is a good one. I don't like Christian Bale as Batman. Christian Bale was great in a lot of movies. Matter of fact, what was the one where he was, he was a serial dude. Forget the name of that movie. He was great. Robert De Niro, but not Al Pacino. Not Ving Rhames. You know why I say not Ving Rhames? Because they only put Ving Rhames in stereotypical roles. They only put Ving Rhames in roles where I said yes on Viola Davis. Yes, Kurt Russell, number one. American Psycho. He was good in American Psycho. And you know what else he was good in? Reign of Fire. Reign of Fire. Go watch him in Reign of Fire with I forget my other dude. Now that I'm thinking about it. All right. What's my man's name? All right. The dude that really came up with all right. Jeff Goldblum, we said yes to. Bill Murray, I'm actually going to say yes to Bill Murray as a great actress, one of the greats. Even though he's a comedian, have you ever seen any of his serious stuff? It'll make you cry. Yeah, I don't want to see Brokeback Mountain for no reason. Kurt Russell is a yes, one of the best. Forrest Whitaker is a yes, one of the best. Tom Hanks is a yes, one of the best. I've been watching Tom Hanks since I was a little kid. And he is, yes, Louis Gossett Jr., absolutely yes. If you have never seen Louis Gossett Jr. in anything, I'm going to show you something where he really shows his acting. Now, I ain't talking about him being himself in a movie. Go watch. Listen to me, y'all. Watch this. Go watch there's a movie called Enemy Mines. Has anybody ever, Meryl Streep, all right, but she ain't doing it for me. She all right. Who has ever seen Enemy Mines? Yes, Denzel is a yes, absolutely. If you have not seen Enemy Mine let me remember. Is Lou Gossett Jr. is the alien, and the astronaut dude. Oh, what's his name? The astronaut dude. The astronaut dude. His brother is nuts. His brother played in National Lampoon's Vacation. He's Cousin Eddie. Cousin Eddie, brother. Yeah, Dennis Quaid. Yeah, the Quaid brothers. Dennis Quaid and Lou Gossett Jr. in Enemy Mine is one of the greatest movies that didn't get no play. Didn't get no love, and that's one of the greatest movies out there. Okay? If you have not seen Enemy Mine, that's one to get your kids, your husband and your wife, whatever. Y'all can all sit down and watch that. Man, that's a good movie. That's a classic. Not Angelina Jolie. I don't know what all the hype is about her or her funky daddy. Macaulay Culkin ain't never been in enough stuff to show off nothing. Just because he was a little kid actor and did that. You know what? Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Macaulay Culkin, when he played Home Alone, he wasn't a good actor. He just remembered some lines and he was a cute little boy. He wasn't a good actor. Pam Grier was not a good actress. She just was naked. Christopher Walken is one of the best. Russell Crowe is one of the best. Let me say. Okay, it was Dennis Quaid. Right, Dennis Quaid and Lou Gossett Jr. Please go watch that movie. I feel like I'm going to watch it tonight. No, not Jim Belushi. We said Louis Gossett Jr. Yes, he's number one. He's one of the number ones. Kurt Russell is one of the number ones. Gene Rollins. Gene, what's his name? I know that name. And I almost want to say no. No, cut it out. Matthew McConaughey. Thank you. All right. Matthew McConaughey and American Psycho dude in Reign of Fire. I don't know. Cicely Tyson, I haven't seen enough of her stuff to judge her. Yes, Kevin Spacey, and especially in Unusual Suspects. I just got through telling my sister about that. Jeffrey Goldblum, I said him, he's one of the best, yes. Yes, Matthew McConaughey is actually one of the best actors. Yes, Forrest Whitaker. Reign of Fire was a great movie, but it did bad in the box office. Nobody liked it. I love it. John Candy was one of the greats. Even though he was a comedian, he had a lot of serious roles. He was one of the greats. Right, somebody said Reign of Fire was one of my favorite movies. One of my favorite movies, too. Howard Rollins. Kathy Bates, we said, yes, she's one of the best. What was that other one? Howard Rollins. I'm going to say no for Howard Rollins. I'm going to say no. If anybody want to know who Howard Rollins is, he was the Call Me Mr. Tibbs in the Heat of the Night TV show. It's just too much overacting and crying and shit. You know what? I'm going to tell you. Rest his soul, because he done passed away. Howard Rollins in the Heat of the Night. He was Terrence Howard before Terrence Howard was Terrence Howard. You understand what I'm saying? Couldn't watch him in nothing. Even as a kid, I couldn't watch him. Because he wouldn't stop crying. Your role don't even call for that. Sharon Stone, absolutely yes. I hate John. I know I ain't gonna say that. John Voight sucked. John Voight. John Voight is such an asshole. I'm not going to even talk about his acting. To me, John Voight is worse than Mel Gibson to me. He's so bad, I'm not even going to mention him at all. He's a horrible, horrible human being. Kevin Costner is dry as day-old beer. Michelle Pfeiffer. I don't think Michelle Pfeiffer be doing no acting. Right? Michelle Pfeiffer just be herself. She just remind me of one of my neighbors. You know? Telly Savalas as Kojak. You talking about Kojak as Telly Savalas. Telly Savalas was a great actor. He's one of the greats. Go back and watch his old movies, like anything on a Twilight Zone or anything with Telly Savalas. Telly Savalas was one of the greats. Yes. Y'all talking about we talking about Howard Rollins, Heat of the Night dude that played Mr. Tibbs. Man, he always crying, man. Cried too much. Oh, Chief. We didn't have to do this, Chief. Chief Gillespie. Now that's a good actor, one of the greats. That played Chief Gillespie in Heat of the Night. That also played Archie Bunker. Archie Bunker, I forget his name right off the bat. One of the greatest actors. He actually was so good at acting, he played the worst asshole you could think of. Yes, Viola Davis, but he wasn't nothing like that. Because Archie Bunker, you play a racist sheriff and you play a racist neighbor, but you ain't nothing like that. Yeah, something Carol O'Toole or something like that. Something like that. He always played a racist. Yul Brynner, the things I've seen Yul Brynner in when I was younger, I'm going to say yes. Carol O'Connor, that's his name. I was close to it. Yes, he's one of the greats. Yul Brynner, to me, I'm not going to judge him because Yul Brynner, everything he played in, he was scary. So I'm not going to judge him. Gene Hackman was one of the best. Yes, absolutely, yes. Sylvester Stallone is an asshole. Lawrence Fishburne he's one of the greats. Jamie Lee Curtis is one of the greats. Woody Harrelson is one of the #1 greats. Absolutely. Woody Harrelson can play a goofball, he can play comedy, and he can scare the shit out you all at the same time. Woody Harrelson is one of the greats. Yes. He is one of the great. He's at the tippity top. Woody Harrelson is he is, if I had a top 10, he's in that top 10. He's in that, I ain't gonna say Mount Rushmore, I don't even like that. That's kind of, he's in my top 10 of actors. I almost want to say Billy Zane. They ain't been in a. Billy Zane is really good. They don't give him nothing. Titanic and stuff. They don't give him nothing to show his chops. Martin Sheen. Okay, let's do it. Martin Sheen is one of the greats. Emilio Estevez, which is Martin Sheen's youngest son, well, one of the younger sons. Charlie Sheen is horrible. Charlie Sheen is one of the worst actors ever. No, Bruce Lee was one of the worst actors ever. Rest their souls, but I'm being honest. John Stamos, the only reason I'm not giving him one of the greatest actors is because they only put him in stereotypical roles. They never gave him nothing to show his chops. You know what I'm saying? Oh, my bad. They never gave him nothing to show. It was always somebody mean ass daddy or yelling at somebody. They never gave him nothing decent. We said yes for James Earl Jones. No, not Jet Li. I'm taking all bets because I done heard a lot. Daniel Day-Lewis, I know that name. I don't know that name. I must have picked up somebody's wrong name because some Pumpkinhead stuff popped up. Estevez was awesome when he played with Keith David and his brother, where they were garbage men. Yeah, Men at Work. I remember that. That was all right. It was all right. Robin Williams is one of the greats. Sean Penn is one of the greats. And y'all, we've been on here for hours. I don't want to hold y'all up. We having movie night. We talking movie night. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do this to y'all. I don't even know how we got here. Okay? I'll let y'all go. Because I was just having too much fun. Anthony Hopkins is one of the greats. Yes, Breaking Bad actor. Charlie Sheen is horrible. Sigourney Weaver is a great actress. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely she is. You want to hear something before I go? Before I go? I'd rather talk movie night than news too. You right. I feel that. Hey, listen, you want to hear something? Missy Hawk said, I just came back and you still on. You missed it all. You missed it all. You missed the good stuff. Y'all want to hear something? Have you noticed a theme in this last part of the movie conversation? Danny DeVito, he is not one of the best, but he's a really, 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 really good actor. He is not the best, but he is a really, really good actor, and that's because he ain't really been in nothing he has never been the star in anything. He's always the number two. He's the other guy. Joe Pesci, too stereotypical. He's not a great actor because they always got him being too stereotypical. They never gave him no real parts. I'm gonna tell you an actor that Hollywood slept on. Who is this Octavia Spencer? Octavia Spencer, absolutely, yes, one of the best. Yes, she is one of the best. Yes, she is. She always reminds me of my cousin Dawn. I'm going to tell you an actor that Hollywood slept on to me. Yeah, I know who she is. Hollywood slept on George Costanza. We said yes for Sandra Bullock. Charles S. Dutton. I know that name. I'm going to say no for Charles S. Dutton. He's just too over the top for me. Good actor. He wasn't one of the greats because he was just too over the top. Yeah, the Rock. He was just too over the top with everything they put him in. It was always, you better listen to me, Jimmy. Everything was that. Or just talking like this. It was never him just, Bruce Willis, yes. I think Hollywood slept on, yes, Samuel L. Jackson is not one of the best. Absolutely not. Hollywood slept on George Costanza from Seinfeld. That sounds crazy, don't it? Not John Cusack. No, absolutely not. Dry as a bone. Jeff Bridges is a yes. Cameron Diaz, yes. Not William Shatner. Absolutely not. Oh, T-War, I had to look and see who says William Shatner. No. No, not Kim Fields. Dustin Hoffman is really good. He's not one of the greats to me. Everybody laughing because I said George Costanza. That's not funny. I need to remember his name. What is George Costanza's real name? Everybody. Hold on, I'm about to find out. No, not Ludacris. Jason Alexander. Jason Alexander is George Costanza, little creepy dude from Seinfeld. Man, go look at the other work that Jason Alexander has put out. Hollywood slept on that dude. Just so you know, just if you really want to know, the original Shaft, no. If you want to know who Jason Alexander is and the real George Costanza before he was George Costanza, goofy self on Seinfeld, go watch Pretty Woman. Go watch Pretty Woman. And Richard Gere, that's a no for anybody about to ask, that's a no. Richard Gere's little creepy little buddy. He is not George Costanza. When he's in Pretty Woman, he acting his ass off. I mean, I don't know how the hell he ended up being George Costanza, but that also show his range, how good of an actor he is, because he was the little creepy dude in Pretty Woman turned to goofy ass George Costanza. He can sing, he can dance, he's on Broadway, he can become a monster, he can become a villain, and he can become a goofball or a comedian. Hollywood slept on him. And I'm going to tell you another reason. I'm going to tell you why I picked George Costanza. Jason Alexander. I'm going to tell you why. Another reason that made me think of him. If you got Netflix, go watch. It's a movie with these robots. Oh, my God. And Jason Alexander is in that. And you don't even know it's him. No, not Eddie Murphy. Taraji P, like I said, Taraji, I want to give her the yes, but man, they just don't put her in nothing that ain't stereotypical of a black woman crap. They don't give her nothing. Can you play Julius Caesar? Oh, what was that movie with that doggone? It's about robots on Netflix. If y'all ain't seen this movie, that's another good one you can go check out too. I'm gonna tell you right now. Hold on, I'm going to actually tell you or give you a good Netflix, a Netflix click is what I'm gonna call it. Let me see. Y'all hold tight. I'm gonna give you one. Go watch. Yeah, that's it. Electric State. Go watch Electric State, and you won't even be able to pick out who Jason Alexander is because he acting his ass off in this movie. And I was like, wait a minute. Hey, I know him. It's actually a really, really good movie, and it really, really will let everybody know where we. Missy Hawk said, I just saw that one. Everybody should be watching Electric State like tonight. Lucille Ball was one of the greats. Yes, she was. Absolutely, yes. And I'm not talking when she was I Love Lucy show. I'm talking about before that. She was incredible. See, if y'all can't tell, I grew up on all of this stuff. And all of these actors and actresses, I grew up watching these people. Betty Davis, absolutely. Everybody go check out Electric State on Netflix. The reason why I tell you to watch Electric State, yeah, I watched it a couple times too, Missy Hawk. I watched it first by myself. Then me and Lady Leah watched it. Yes. I am a Star Trek guy, and I think another one of the greatest actors was Leonard Nimoy. Leonard Nimoy, and what was Uhura, her real name? Uhura on Star Trek. She was a great actress too. A normal actress besides Star Trek. Carol Burnett was a great actress. Say Taraji P. Henson showed her acting skills in Hidden Colors. Right, but that's my point. Okay, we gonna do this. I'm gonna end this on a kind of sour note, unfortunately. But y'all know me. I can't give you 100% of the sugar. I got to give you some bitter too. Do y'all see the theme of this tonight? While we were talking about all of these great actors and actresses, even we were talking about the bad ones. Did you notice anything? Nick Nolte's, yes. Do y'all notice anything out of all these actors and actresses that all these people, it was 500 people in here. Out of all these people that we named, did anybody notice anything? I can help you. No, there wasn't too many brown names. That's how Hollywood is, though. Right. So we were all enjoying ourselves, remembering black and white actors. But here's the thing about that, though. The further back we went, we couldn't really pick too many black actors. We had Sidney Poitier. We had Cicely Tyson. We had Bill Cosby. We can name them on one hand. The further we came to the movies towards the future to now, you still really couldn't name off that many. Did you notice? I'm not being racial. James Earl Jones was back in the day, right? But what I'm saying is, even to this very day, we really don't have too many people like us representing us in Hollywood. Did you notice all of us kept throwing out European actors and actresses? We grew up watching them. And that's all we had. All we had was Sidney Poitier, Bill Cosby, James Earl Jones, Cicely Tyson. And I'm not talking about the blaxploitation movies. I'm talking about the ones that they gave a real shot. I'm not talking about she got to be half naked with her knockers hanging out, running with a gun. None of that. Pam. I'm not counting them. That don't count. We were exploited. So I want to end this with just a thought. Out of all them names, we almost named 100 names. It wasn't too many of us in that group, and you couldn't think of none. Pam Grier, you can't count her because she was exploited like crazy. She wasn't in no real movie. She was either something where her jugs gonna fall out in a tussle or a fight. That's not cool. So I just wanted to throw that out there as a fact. It's factual. And that's why, I am, if you haven't noticed, I am a Hollywood buff. I like movies. I love movies. I love a good movie. And I would love to see more black and brown people in the movies. Oh, wait a minute. I'm even throw another one. I would even love to see more Asian people in the movies. Black, brown, Asian. I would love to see more natives in some movies. I just don't understand why we gotta keep giving this one person all of the roles. It's not, you know what? It's not only is it not fair, it's boring. You understand? Not only is it not fair, it's boring. To keep seeing one kind of person or people or actor in these one or two roles over and over. Let these people Let's see what they're gonna do with the characters. You know, they're actors. They're acting like something or somebody else. Let's see what they're gonna bring to the character. If they suck, they suck. If they don't, they don't. Everybody is so high and mighty up on what color a specific actor or actress is supposed to be. I just want to see it work. I want to see what they're going to bring to the table. And I'm that kind of movie buff. I'm not one like, wait a minute. You can't make Shaft white. I want to see something that crazy. Let's see. Okay. Think about that. It's crazy, but we get too bent out of shape on things that's there to entertain us. Switch these roles around. Let us. You want to know something else is doing? Is it's keeping culture. It's keeping different culture locked away from us. I watch all of Squid Games just because just watching Squid Games let you take a peek into some of their reality, even though it's a fictional show. I think Squid Games trips you out on just how they live. Say a black James Bond, go on say it, Idris Elba, right? Go on say it. You know what? I don't see if they said a black Shaft, not Kevin Bacon. Kevin Bacon, probably. If they had a white Shaft, I'm just saying, just messing around. I could see man, I wish I could remember his name. He played in Fifth Element. He played in Fifth Element as the dude, man. He was the guy, man. What's his name? That played in Fifth Element, and he was the bad guy. What was his? Gary Oldman. Gary Oldman could pull off Shaft. A white Shaft. Gary Oldman can pull that off. Because I don't know if y'all ever seen all the Gary Oldman stuff. Gary Oldman, I'm a black man. And I've only seen the black Shaft, okay? But if they put Gary Oldman in that spot, you know how it's going to make you feel uncomfortable at first. But I think, man, he is such a good actor and he could turn into anything and anybody. I think by the end of watching a Gary Oldman Shaft, you'll do this. You know. I don't think you would. Vin Diesel is the worst. No, not Vin Diesel for anything. Nothing for Vin Diesel. Nothing, man. Nothing. He is horrible. Vin Diesel is a no. Vin Diesel. Vin Diesel is a couple of stone throws away from Ben Affleck to me. No. Chris Tucker is a no. Yeah, Gary Oldman. It's a bad boy. It's a bad boy. Yeah, Paul Walker never got a chance, but yeah, I agree. I even think if Paul Walker would have stayed alive, he would have stole the spotlight from Vin Diesel. Nope, not Jason Statham. Everybody keeps saying him. That's a no for me. So that's an absolutely not. Riddick was okay. No, the movie was okay. He was a bad actor. The only thing made that okay is because he didn't have any lines. The only thing that made Pitch Black okay and Riddick is because he didn't have to say much. Hey, yeah. I'm leaving. Give me a break. Tyrese is horrible. Well, wait a minute. Ashley, I'm gonna call your name out. Ashley Cleveland. Ashley Cleveland said Shane from The Walking Dead. He also played the Punisher. Shane from The Walking Dead. One of the greatest. What is his name? His real name is Shane Walsh. Shane Walsh. His real name is Shane Walsh. That dude is one of the greatest. He may be up there somewhere in my top 10 somewhere. If not, he is 11-ish. That's a bad boy. That's a bad boy right there. I've seen him play everything, and I'm like, you believe everything he do. Have you seen him in, forget Walking Dead, because that already take you. You like, this dude is crazy. Have you seen Shane Walsh in Inglourious Bastards? Christopher Walken is an absolute yes. Yeah, Jason Statham is a no. He's an absolute no. He's a good guy. He's a good actor. He is not one of the best. Absolutely not. And I'm going to say this. He probably could be a great actor, but they keep giving him corny shit. I'm going to beat you up, and I'm a beekeeper. I'm going to beat you up, and I'm a housemaid. I'm going to beat you up because I'm a secret spy, and I live under the water, but they starting to put oil pipes through my house while I live under the water, and I'm going to beat you up. That's all they do. He could probably be a great actor, but they keep giving him beat you up roles. That's whack. But Shane Walsh, great actor. Great actor. Highly believable. Sometimes I think he actually like kind of loses his noodles on Richard Dreyfuss is one of the greats. Absolutely, yes. Want to hear something else? So is his daughter. What's her name? Louise Dreyfuss? Louise Dreyfuss or Louis Dreyfuss. I think her name is Louise Dreyfuss. She is Elaine from Seinfeld. Great actress. Yeah. Is Julia Dreyfus? That's her name. She's a great actress. Boy, we is. What About Bob was incredible. That was a funny. Do you want to know when What About Bob was out? I watched that when I was at truck driving school. I think that was like the year 1999, the year 2000, whatever it was. Something back then. 1996 or something. I was in truck driving school and watched that and laughed in my little hotel room by myself. Drew Barrymore is an absolute no. She was a horrible actress. Negan from The Walking Dead, absolutely yes, is an incredible actor. I have never seen that dude in real life, but that mug scared the shit out of me. No matter what he play, he make me nervous, man. Jeffrey Dean Morgan. Let's look that up. Jeffrey Dean Morgan. Jeffrey Dean Morgan is Negan. Absolutely. Yes for Patrick Swayze. Jeffrey Dean Morgan. Absolutely. Oh, well, we can say her too. I think her name is Denai Guria. She is Michonne from Walking Dead. She is one of the greats. If they let her cook on something, Michonne from Walking Dead, I think her name is Denaya. Deny, I think it is, from Michonne from Walking Dead. If they mess around and let her cook, she gonna be one of the greats. Let me see. Yeah, she will be one of the greats. You know what? You know what's crazy? Ethan Hawke is one of the greats. He just don't play in enough stuff. I will give Ethan Hawke a yes. I will give Ethan Hawke a yes to one of the greats. Because that dude been doing it for a long time. He always get a number one hit role. When he come out, you know Ethan Hawke, he did it again. There, I'm gonna say that. Everything Ethan Hawke play in, you remember it. And you know who Ethan Hawke remind me of a little bit? Yeah, Denai was in Wakanda too, yes. Ethan Hawke kind of reminds me of Kevin Bacon a little bit. They kind of give you that same, you don't know what's in their head kind of thing. You can play any part. Kevin Bacon more so, but yeah. Let me get out of here, y'all. I'm sorry, because we'll do this all night. Not Al Pacino. Al Pacino is good. He's not one of the greats to me. It was one. It's so many of them out there, and I'm trying to think of, they just get overlooked because they won't bite the hook. Christian Bale. Christian Bale is really good. He's just not one of the greats. You won't remember him. You won't remember him. I put it like this. When we talk about one of the greats, I don't see nobody trying to climb Christian Bale's wall to sneak up in his house to steal his drawers. You understand? I don't see that. Yeah, Adam Sandler is one of the greats. Yeah, okay. He's good though, but he's... Nope, not who was that? Lenny James is Morgan in The Walking Dead. I have to see him in more stuff. He's good in Walking Dead. But nope, Click ain't hitting it with Adam Sandler. Nope. Adam Sandler should stop making serious movies. Just stop it. I mean it. You're right. This is better than anything else with everybody being so overwhelmed. I think I'm supposed to be out there fixing that truck. That's why I'm still out here with y'all. Say I got one more for you to look up. In Yonkers with Richard Dreyfuss, you have to see this movie. I will. I'll check it out. Liam Neeson is not that guy for me. I don't know what the big stank is about this Liam Neeson. He don't listen. He all right. Everybody be on Liam Neeson's niggity nuts. I don't be feeling it. Oh, somebody said Daryl Dixon, Norman Reedus from Walking Dead. Ooh, he is really good. Not Danny DeVito. Daryl Dixon, his name is Norman Reedus. Do you know what else he played in? I've been watching him for a long time. You know what else he was in? He was in Blade. I think he was in part Blade 2. He was a little technician geek. Go back and watch that. Before he was Daryl Dixon. Go watch that. He's a good, was it? Yeah, go watch Blade with him in it. And you like, wow. You will start remembering what he really do. So he's really, really good. Right, he did die in that movie. He's really, really good. He's been in a lot of different stuff, and before he was Daryl Dixon that blew him up, he been in a lot of stuff. So yeah, I give that a yes. Nope, don't tell me about Sinners. I ain't seen it yet. I have not watched no clips. I don't want to watch nothing. I don't want to see it. I don't want to hear it. Anything I hear about Sinners, I turn or close my ears or close my eyes because I want to see that. I was supposed to watch that down in Florida. I'm that kind of dude. Don't give me no tips about it. I don't want to hear it. I'm that dude. I want to see it myself. I don't want to hear about it. You know, I'm the spoiler. I don't want to be spoiled. Don't spoil my show. Because if you ask me, I saw one little clip before I even knew it was a real movie. And I said, damn, what was that? And then I went doing research to see if it was a real movie. And when I found out it was a real movie, I said, oh, I gotta see that. I literally called my wife and said, babe, when this movie come out, we going to see that. I said, when we go to Florida, that's about the time it's gonna come out. We going to see that. We never made it to go see it. I am going to see Sinners with or without anybody. I'm going to see that. I don't even want to wait till it get to Netflix and stuff or pay it and rent it on YouTube. I want to see it in the movies. There we go. I'm about to see it. Josh Hartney, pretty good. Who is Josh Hartney? T-Wo says, see it soon. I will. I went to see it by myself. I will too if I have to. Original Gladiator, who also played in Spartan 300. Oh, I just forgot Russell Crowe. Ain't that? Hey, what was that? Original Gladiator. Is that Russell Crowe? I'm going to see it this weekend too, Tracy. Wasn't that Russell Crowe that played in, yeah. He just changed so much. Whoa. Charles S. Dutton and Rock, no. Charles, he's a good guy. He's a good actor, but no, he's just too over the top. Great, good man, good actor, but he'd be too over the top with everything. Give way too much emotion, and it'd be like, for me. Like, all she did was spill some eggs on the floor. You know, you kind of going a little too rough. You going a little too hard on her, Charles. Good guy, though. Yeah, Gladiator was Russell Crowe. Yeah. He kind of let himself go a lot. Not Robert De Niro, yes. I always think people about to say Al Pacino. Robert De Niro is, yes, one of the best. Chad Boseman, yes, he's one of the best. Not just in Black Panther. Let me see. What is his name? Peter. Minaj? Candyman? Yeah, you do. Ain't Peter Minaj Candyman? Anthony Hopkins, eh, he up there. Wait a minute. Ain't he Candyman, y'all? Peter Minaj. Mensa. Peter Mensa. Heath Ledger is a yes. No, different actor? Man, I don't know who he is. Woo! He looked like Seal, the singer. I thought I was about to listen to Kiss by a Rose. Tony Todd is Candyman. Yeah, rest his soul. He kind of favored him. When I zoomed in on him, you all right, that ain't him at all. Tyler Perry as Medea. That's a no. That's a no for me. You want to hear something about Medea movies? I can't name not one that I've ever seen. I've probably seen 5 minutes of a couple, a few. I can't do it. Yes, I have seen Russell Crowe and Sleeping Dogs. Yeah, I can't watch no Medea movies. I can't. It's so corny. And you know what everybody be talking about? Cause he be in a dress and stuff and all of that. That I don't even get to that part yet. It's the corny ass acting that I retract what I said. Omar Epps is a yes, great actor. Let me retract what I just said. I have sat through one Medea movie, one, and that's not technically true either. I took my wife to see a play that Medea was only in it for a little bit. It was more about what's the bald black dude name he married to the light-skinned woman on the, you know what I mean? And they always play in every Medea movie, the husband and wife team, they comedians. It was about them. What's the show that they had? What's the show that not the Parkers, the show that it was by Tyler Perry. The Browns. They Meet the Browns. I took my wife years ago to see one of the plays, and it was about them. No, not House of Pain. It was like Meet the Browns, and I think it did have the Pain dude in it. I forget his name, but Medea popped in there for a hot minute, and everybody cheered and everything. But it wasn't about her. It was about them two, and that was a long time ago. I took my wife to see that play. But all of the Medea stuff to me, I fell asleep on the play. I fell asleep on the play because I'm not, please don't sing no musicals. I can take a musical if the song is about to be about 2 minutes long. Like Lion King, stuff like that. If this song is going to be 2 minutes, I just can't wait to be king, and let it go. If you about to sing for the next 15 minutes, I'm finished. I'm going to the bathroom and I may not come back. So that's how Medea stuff be. You said that's where Hugh Jackman went wrong. Hugh Jackman they don't never give him nothing either. I got an actor for you. I got an actor for you, y'all. Wait a minute. I got one for you. I got one for you. Ooh. Hold on to your hat. Hold on. Ryan Reynolds. Great actor. He's up there in the number ones. Ryan Reynolds is one of the number ones. That's a bad boy. He can make you laugh till you pee yourself, but he can also play in a movie and make your ass cry. He has played super villains. He has played villains. He has played heroes. He have made you laugh. He have made you cry. You want to? So Ryan Reynolds is a yes. Cross was really good though. I don't know if you mean Cross with Tyler Perry. Nope, I couldn't hold my food down watching that. That was garbage. I refused to watch the show. Couldn't stomach it. Owen Wilson is funny enough. He is really a good actor. Funny as shit. He's a really good actor. Sam Jackson he's not one of the greats. He's a good guy. He's just a good actor. He's just not, he ain't really did nothing. Like, they always give him them stereotypical roles. You know? Nah. All of Samuel L. Jackson's movies have been so stereotypically biased. It's like, it's disgusting. John Goodman is, yes, he's one of the greats. Will Smith, I'm going to give Will Smith one of the greats. No, not Adam Sandler. Michael Keaton is one of the greats. Absolutely. Let me see. Let me see who this Jeffrey Wright is. Morgan Freeman is one of the greats. Jeffrey Wright is a great actor. I will give him one of the number one spots. He's a great actor. I had to look at him. He reminds me of a man I know. Dude that plays The Mask. No. Oh, Harry Potter movies, Daniel Radcliffe. Ain't he Frodo? He's a great actor. The little guy, he's a really good actor. And I ain't talking about just in Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings will have your ass crying if you into that kind of stuff. How many people seen Lord of the Rings? Jim Carrey. No. He's just really funny. He's good. No. If you've seen Lord of the Rings will make you anxious. Lord of the Rings will make you cry. Lord of the Rings will make you mad as hell. Lord of the Rings sends you on. I know it's long and I know it's a lot of parts. Lord of the Rings is an emotional roller coaster that you better have your seatbelt on ready to go for. Oh my God. Lord of the Rings. I'm going to tell you when I start watching Lord of the Rings. I lived in Atlanta, Georgia, and I started watching Lord of the Rings. And all of a sudden, my mother, she was always asking me, what am I watching? Why am I so intense? And I said, I can't stop watching this doggone Elijah Woods as Frodo. Okay. Right. Elijah Woods is Frodo. He's another good one. But Daniel Radcliffe is Harry Potter. Okay, both of them. I'm sorry, y'all. No, not James Amos. The only reason I keep saying that kind of stuff is because they only put him in old black stereotypical roles. He ain't never really had no good role, either a gangster, a thug, a yelling daddy in the ghetto. They always got him in something. The only time he was half-ass decent when he played in Coming to America, and that was comedic. Eddie Murphy is a no. He's funny. He's not a great actor. Melissa McCarthy I think she could be great if she tried. I think Melissa McCarthy got the chops. I think if she really did something really serious with zero comedy, I think she could pull it off. I think she could be one of the greats. Don Cheadle is one of the greats. No, not Richard Pryor. Matthew Broderick is a no for me. Blair Underwood is a good actor. Yes, he's one of the greats. Ewan McGregor. Who is Ewan McGregor? Russell Crowe is one of the greats. Ewan McGregor. Who is Ewan McGregor? I haven't seen him in enough stuff to judge, to be honest. He's good in a few things I've seen him in, but I'm not even going to. T says, and Samuel plays these roles with his heart, his whole heart. Because I think that's who Samuel Jackson is. I don't think he acting. We say yes for Denzel Washington. And so everybody keeps saying, who is this Marshall Ali? Let me see. Who is Marshall Ali? I like this. I really like this. Marshall Ali is one of the greats. Absolutely, yes. Bill Cosby, believe it or not, Bill Cosby is one of the greatest actors. I will give him one of the greatest. And I'm not talking about when he was Mr. Cosby on the Cosby Show or none of that shit, none of them comedy black exploitation movies back in the day. I'm talking about Bill can act his ass off. Have you ever seen Bill Cosby in like I Spy and stuff like that? Bill wasn't no joke back in the day. Dwayne, the Rock. The Rock fits in with like Brad Pitt and them. Just because you a good looking guy and you got muscles, don't mean you can act. He cannot act. He's horrible at it. He's horrible. He's horrible. He's horrible. Leonardo DiCaprio is one of the greats. He is in the top 10. The Rock is horrible. Horrible. The Rock is like, he's the long jump away from Ben Affleck. Mario Van Peebles is horrible. Mekhi Phifer, we said earlier, he is one of the greats. Lawrence Fishburne is one of the greats. Bernie Mac never got a real chance. I'm not going to say yes just because I like him that much. He never got a real chance to be one of the greatest actors. Let me see. Ooh. No, not Lorenz Tate. No, not Jack Black. I haven't seen Bradley Cooper in enough stuff to... Not Angela Bassett, no. No, not Michael Jai White. That's an absolute... He's horrible. He's a great martial artist. He's a horrible actor. Jimmy Stewart, I'm going to say no. His roles was iconic and his personality was iconic. Wasn't a good actor. Jimmy Stewart, to me, is the Terrence Howard and the Mr. Tibb from Heat of the Night for his time. All that shaking act and all of that talking the way he talk, and sometimes, Cindy, what we have to do is, we have to get up and we have to go and we have to be places, and this is the only way we have to move forward, Jimmy Stewart, good guy. All of that too much emotion that it was unnecessary. And I understand back in those black and white movie days where you had to be over the top. Like you had to be expression because there wasn't no color TV and the sound was horrible. So you had to wear a lot of makeup and no. Not Jimmy Stewart for me. I know a lot of people like, what, Lynn? Not Jimmy Stewart. I wasn't feeling all of that shaking voice and stuff like it. He's trying to keep a mouthful of water in his mouth without spilling any, That just drove me crazy. No, not Arnold Schwarzenegger. Not at all. Not at all. Hey, T-Nog in the house, says Sidney Poitier. Yes, Sidney Poitier, we said him. Absolutely. Let me see. Let me go back. We said Cuba Gooding Jr., yes. Damon Wayans. I'm going to say this about Damon Wayans. Wait, hold on, because I want to make sure. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. Them little beetles are starting to come here. I'm going to say Damon Wayans is a really good actor if they let him be. Sylvester Stallone is trash. He's a trash human being and he's a shitty actor. Tom Hanks is one of the greats. Steven Stallone is trash. So Sylvester Stallone is trash. He's a trash human being, and he's a horrible actor. Gary Oldman, hands down, he's one of the number ones, yes. Selma Hayek, I'ma say no because they never let Selma Hayek do nothing except for show her knockers, and they exploit her accent. Yes, Robert Duvall, absolutely, he's one of the greats. And I think Jimmy Stewart goes right in there with Terrence Howard. Just too much Terrence Howard and Mr. Tibbs from Heat of the Night or the TV show. Just too much overacting for me. Gene Hackman is a yes #1. Danny Glover is yes a #1. Denzel Washington is yes a #1. Ivan Draco is horrible. He's a horrible actor. Johnny Depp, I'm going to say no for Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp, he's like a magician. He's an illusionist. When I watch Johnny Depp in anything, it's like I'm going to see a magic trick. I don't feel like I'm watching a movie. I feel like, how did he do that? I don't feel like I'm watching a movie. I feel like you like, whoa, ooh, nothing but, huh. I don't feel like I just watched a movie when I watch Johnny Depp. I feel like I've been tricked. I think Johnny Depp been so many odd characters for so long. I don't think the dude knows who he is anymore. I think how many people watch Tropic Thunder and he explained, I'm the dude playing a dude disguised as another dude. I think that's Johnny Depp. I'm the dude don't know what dude he is. I think that's Johnny Depp. Stephen King he's a terrible actor. He's a great writer. Terrible actor. I think Johnny Depp is the dude playing a dude. You don't know what dude he is. I think Johnny lost his. I think Johnny ain't knew who he was since Crybaby. Not Keanu Reeves. Keanu Reeves is terrible. He's terrible. Good guy. Terrible actor. Robert Downey Jr. is one of the best. Absolutely. I haven't seen Harry Belafonte in enough movies to judge him at all. I'm not doing that. Orson Welles. I haven't seen him. Oh, I got one for you. Yes, James Earl Jones is one. Kevin Spacey is a #1. I got one for you. What's his name? It's been so long. I'm going to let y'all guess. No, not Vincent Price. Marlon Brando. Marlon Brando, one of the best. Marlon Brando was one of the best. Yeah. Yep. You know, I've watched a lot of Marlon Brando since I was a kid growing up. And I think the last thing I seen Marlon Brando in was The Island of Dr. Moreau. I don't know if anybody ever read the book or watched the movie of The Island of Dr. Moreau. When I watched Marlon Brando in The Island of Dr. Moreau, I was flabbergasted. Once I saw how this great man, Nicolas Cage, that's a no. Forrest Whitaker is a yes. Tom Hanks is a yes. When I seen Marlon Brando and how he just kind of checked out and let himself go like that, I was like, I know this sound crazy. JJ from Good Times? Okay. I was really like, what movies did he play in besides what was that where he was a boxing dumbass? Anyway, Marlon Brando, not Al Pacino. Robert De Niro is a yes. Michael Douglas is a yes. Yeah, Nicolas Cage, he starring in anything now. It'd be trash too. And it'd make me Esther Rowe, yes, she was a great actress. Absolutely. Yes! Yes! From The Sopranos, absolutely. Yes. James, what's his name? Gandolfini, absolutely. He was good. He was good. He been in a lot of stuff besides The Sopranos. Not Wesley Snipes, no, absolutely not. I didn't see James Dean enough to know, so I'm not gonna judge him. Red Fox is a no. Harrison Ford is a no. For me, I'm not. No. I think you want to. I'm gonna throw you a loop. I think if John Travolta is one of the greats. I hate to say it, but it's the truth. If you let John Travolta cook for real, he's one of the greats. I don't think George Clooney is one of the greats. Everybody love George Clooney. I don't think Clint Eastwood is one of the greats. I don't. I think we have drawn a line between John Travolta in Face Off, excellent, excellent. As a matter of fact, true story, Nicolas Cage in Face Off, and Nicolas Cage in Gone in 60 Seconds, and Nicolas Cage, Gone in 60 Seconds. That's when Nicolas Cage was, Nicolas Cage. Nicolas Cage in Raising Arizona, and Nicolas Cage in, what was that when he was on the plane? After that, Nicolas Cage kind of turned in, he went nuts or something. It just wasn't hitting. I say I don't recall one movie with George Clooney in it. George Clooney ain't, that's a no for me. And everybody be on George Clooney, let me see. Are we only talking about male actors? No, name who you want, actors and actresses. Dustin Hoffman is, yes, one of the greats. Jamie Foxx is no. He's no. Listen, we're getting blurred by good-looking people and acting. It's two different things. If you good-looking and you an actor, it's a bonus. Brad Pitt is a good-looking guy. He is a horrible actor. Burt Reynolds was a #1 actor. We talked about Jodie Foster already. Jodie Foster look, act, and sound too much like George W. Bush. Don't she? Listen to it. Jodie Foster sounds a little bit too much like George W. Like she's like, listen, hey. Yeah, Con Air was it, yeah. Jodie Foster sounds a little bit too much like George W. Bush. You know, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, you never gonna fool me again. That's Jodie Foster. If you listen to Jodie Foster talk and listen to George W. Bush talk, they're the same freaking person. They act the same, they move the same, they got the same little stupid ass laugh. Every time I hear Jodie Foster, I only see George W. Chris Rock is a horrible actor. Think about it. Angelina Jolie is a horrible actress. I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that. Angelina Jolie, she all right. Regina King, if they give her parts, Regina King is incredible. If they give her parts. Yeah, Nicolas Cage was in Con Air, yes. But they got to give her parts, you know? So, Halle Berry is a no for me. She's beautiful, but she's a terrible actress to me. Charlton Heston was the worst. Charlton Heston was one of the worst actors alive ever. Harrison Ford was just too, no, that's Harrison Ford is a no for me. Charlton Heston, get your damn hands off me, you damn filthy apes! Come on, man. Come on, man. Have you watched any Charlton Heston movies? It'll make you laugh. His serious stuff will make you laugh. Charlton Heston, pick any part of Planet of the Apes. Charlton Heston in Omega Man, that fake. Oh my God. Charlton Heston in Soylent Green. We could go on. Charlton Heston, look, just because he talk like this, you know, I could use a smoke. Yeah, I know. It was, yeah, the Ten Commandments. It's like, he was the worst to me. Matter of fact, I watch Soylent Green because it's so freaking funny. Right? He's hilarious because it's so corny. Charlton Heston is the equivalent of what's my man? Hey, James T. Kirk, real life. What's James T. Kirk? William Shatner. Yes, man. No, you just a Trekkie nut. No, William Shatner, and they are in the same boat. Horrible. Charlton Heston and William Shatner. Horrible. Just because I love Soylent Green, I love the movie, but his acting sucked. I love Planet of the Apes, but his acting sucked. You damn filthy apes! That's horrible. That's whack. That was lame, even for back then. Sally Fields was one of the greats. John Wayne was whack. My mom loved movies like The Blob. I did too. Robin Williams was one of the greats. John Wayne, yeah, Matthew Broderick, he didn't do nothing for me. John Malkovich. Who is this John Malkovich? John Malkovich is one of the greats. I knew that name. Yeah, Stephen McQueen, he was one of the greats. Clint Eastwood, that's a no for me. He was just an action guy. Yeah. You know, even when he got older, just always, that ain't acting. Say a few lines and Billy D. Williams was not a great actor. I'm going to say this. We're going to stay away from politics. But Ronald Reagan was pretty good as an actor. I need to make sure I say that. As an actor, Ronald Reagan was pretty good. T-Wo said uh, Clint Eastwood had a sun in his eye. It could be a romance flick. He's still looking like yeah. And that's not acting. Kirk Douglas was one of the greats. Billy D was whack. Charles Bronson was actually a really good actor. Yeah. He's up there. Yeah, Charles Bronson. Because before they turned him into an action movie dude, Charles Bronson played in a lot of westerns and stuff. So yeah, Charles Bronson he's one of the greats. Chuck Norris was trash. Doo-doo. Chuck Norris was horrible. He was a horrible actor. No, John Wayne was not a good actor. Absolutely not. He was not. Kirk Douglas is one of the greats. John Wayne, all he had to do was, that he just had a thing. That's it. He just had a thing. Dan Aykroyd is not a good actor. Clark Gable really wasn't no good actor. We talked about Taraji P. Henson, and I said I think she's a wonderful actress. I just wish they gave her parts to show it. I mean, she only had a couple of good movies that really show her chops, and that's sad because all that talent is being wasted. Woody Harrelson is one of the greatest actors of all of them. Danny Glover is one of the greats. Absolutely. Yes, T. Jodie Foster sounds like George W. Bush. They hold their mouth the same. They laugh the same. They kind of move like a T-Rex the same. Listen, they should redo Silence of the Lambs and just take her whole part out. Just take her out of it. Just cinema magic and take her out of the whole movies. Nobody remembers her in Silence of the Lambs. Can you remember anything she did in Silence of the Lambs besides keep going to the prison and ask for questions? Nothing. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Somebody said Monique, the comedian. That's a no for me, dog. That's a no for me. And I'm gonna keep it 100. Elliot, let me get this name real quick. Elliot. Sam Elliott is one of the greats. Yeah. You talking about Whistler from Blade, yeah. He is one of the greats. No, that's not Whistler that's not Wyatt Earp. That's yeah, he is one of the greats. Sam Elliott. Mark Wahlberg is a horrible actor. He's a good guy, horrible actor. Dustin Hoffman is one of the greats. Jet Li is a horrible actor. Steve McQueen was a good actor. Halle Berry is a horrible actress. Glenn Close is a good actress. Diana Ross I'm gonna give that a no. Matt Damon is a great actor. What I'm gonna tell you, that's one good actor, great actor. Anthony Hopkins, yes. Clarice, yes. I'm gonna tell you, everybody, what is the name of the oatmeal man? You know, diabetes. What was his name? That played in Cocoon. And he always said, if you got type 2 diabetes. Remember him? Is it Ed Harris? What's his name? Yeah, the Quaker Oat man. What? I see Brimley is coming up, but the first names keep coming up wrong. I'm gonna give Will Smith a okay. I need to see what would Brimley. Meryl Streep is a good one. Forrest Whitaker is a good one. I need to look at Peter. I'm gonna give it to Antonio Banderas. I'm gonna give it to Antonio Banderas. Hold on a minute. Damn, I can't. Wait a minute. Y'all gonna make me lose my mind. Up in here. Okay. Hold on. Y'all got me on one now. No, not the real Quaker Oat, man. Quaker Oats diabetes. That's his name. Wilford Brimley, the Quaker Oat diabetes man. In my earlier life, he was trying to sell us Quaker Oat commercials. And later in my life, he was trying to sell us diabetes. So he told us the future of what was going to happen for me eating all that damn Quaker's oats. He let you know what was going to happen to you from eating all that damn Quaker's oats. You're going to end up with type 2 diabetes. I'm sorry. Okay. And y'all made me lose my track of it was something else. Wait a minute. Ralph Macchio was actually a good actor. He was a really good actor. He was not one of the greats. No, not Ving Rhames. He was a good actor. He was not one of the greats. And a lot of these people are not one of the greats because they keep them in horrible characters. Stereotypical. Kevin Spacey is one of the greats. Y'all made me lose what I was saying. Most Def is a really good actor. He is not one of the greats. Peter and Jane Fonda, they are some of the greats. Nicole Kidman is a no for me. Jeff Bridges is a yes. Gabrielle Union, I don't think Gabrielle Union be acting. I think she just be being herself. She just seems so cruel. Orlando Jones is a top of the list, #1 A-list actor to me. I think Orlando Jones the only reason we don't see more of Orlando Jones is because he didn't play the Hollywood game. He didn't play the Hollywood stereotyping. He didn't play the kiss my ass Hollywood stuff. I think Orlando Jones is why. That's why we don't see much of him. Orlando Jones is great. Tay Diggs is really good too. Sean Connery is a no for me. Nicole Kidman is a no for me. Idris Elba again. Yeah, he up there. Viola Davis is up there. Who is this Edward Norton y'all keep saying? I think I looked that up before. Edward Norton is one of the greats. Good actor. Good actor. Christopher Walken. That's how this started. That's how all this started. With me talking about Jeff Goldblum and Christopher Walken. That's how all this started. These hours, we've been talking about movies, and it all started from Jeff Goldblum when I said life finds a way, from Jurassic Park. That's how all this started. And I think on that note, I think we should end it. All right? With that being said, everybody, I enjoyed myself immensely because I'm going to tell you this. Honestly, Christopher Walken, that's how we started this. I'm going to honestly tell y'all, I am a movie buff if you haven't noticed. And besides gardening and homesteading, watching a good movie that moves you and soothes you or gets you up and get your blood pumping is another hobby I got. I love a good movie. I don't just like sitting around watching a bunch of bullshit. I don't do it. I won't do it. A good movie, a good put together, and it sounds like it's been put together, you got my attention. With that being said, what is this? Thursday? This weekend, I'm going to release a video and show you how much of a movie buff I really am, because I'm going to have something that you may want to purchase. All right? With that being said, everybody, enjoy your night. Thank you so much. And I appreciate all y'all for being in here. I really have fun. Boy, this sure was better than talk about Pumpkinhead in the game. Golly. I think we need to do this more often. I think I got an idea. I think I got an idea. Everybody, before you leave, remember when I used to do movie night? Everybody really liked movie night, right? I loved movie night when we did it all live. Y'all remember that? We did it a couple times. I got an idea. How about I got another channel where I did a lot of technical stuff on my other channel and showed a lot of gadgets and gear and stuff like that. I'm going to keep that channel like that to a point and show certain gear, but I think I want to gear it all around movies. And on that channel, we have movie night. So we can all take as long as we want on that channel, you know. I think that's what I want to do. That channel now, I believe, is, I ain't been over there in so long. It's called Uncle Led. Let me see. I'm almost, yeah, Uncle Led. Right, it used to be Hood Tech 73, right. And now it's Uncle Led, I believe, over there. Let me go see. I can't even see it right now. I'ma set it up, and then I'm gonna be able to show y'all stuff, and we'll act like we had to drive in, and we'll do like we did in the first one and keep pausing the movie, talk about it, and I will even bring people on StreamYard so we can talk about it. All right? With that being said, everybody, thank you so much. I'm gonna try to work on that and put that together. and get that whole channel just because I'm not using it right now for a whole bunch of nothing. I think that'll be dope. All right. That way you can see I like a good movie, man. All right. And I really like a good movie, especially when I'm hanging out with good people. So with that being said, oh, that's another good one. We could talk about music as well, Dave Busby. Absolutely. Absolutely. Right? So, hey, listen. Hey, that's what we'll do. All right? Lead Farmer 73. I love y'all. Have a wonderful night. And guess what? I still ain't put my brakes on. Oh, no. All right. Thank y'all. Have a good one. All right? All right. Peace.